Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully the mic is on and everything is good. Welcome in, Shelley, Dorothy, Kevin. Thank you, Max. Oh, right. That reminds me. I gotta do something. I forgot to do something. No, that's not it. I think. Where is that? I think it's settings. Confirmation. Advanced settings. Nope. Permissions. Nope. Community. There we are. Yet you're not there, so I gotta bring you back up here. Nope, not gonna work. Okay, I'll just try it manually. Paste it. Okay, maybe I can paste it. Can I? Copy. Paste. Arg. Hang on. No. Come on. Why must you do what you do? No, I don't want to select that. Fuck off. No. Where do I type? This is bullshit. I will do it manually here. Hang on. Give me a second. Alright. Maximilian. You have been upgraded. All right. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, Maureen. Welcome in, Midnight's Express. I'm going to announce here tonight that Maximilian is now my new managing mod, filling in for Little B while she gets herself fixed up. Little B will be taking back her rightful place once everything is taken care of and she feels up to the task. We still love Little B. We'll always love Little B. And I'm just allowing her to take a back seat while she's healing. So Max is my new mod manager going forward. He's very well earned that position. So mind your manners. I thank you all for joining me tonight. I'd like to say thank you to those that have been in support of me through memberships, through subscriptions, through super chats, super thanks, super stickers. It's all greatly appreciated. If you'd like a personal reading, you can do so through the Hipsy link on my profile in my description box and my link section. Also, if you'd like to give a tip over that way, you can do so. My PayPal is open for donations only. So if you'd like to throw me a PayPal, you're more than welcome to. Same name, same picture. If you see more than one, please reach out to me and let me know. Preferably with a screenshot, so that way I can see it for myself. I'm only on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I've noticed that there's quite a few trolls in many other readers and on many different pages. So if you have anyone coming forward to you in the comment section, replying to you in any sort of way, please report them. I haven't seen any yet for myself, but I have a feeling they might hide me or something like that, so I can't see them. So in the event that you do see that, please come forward and let me know. You can do that in the comment section, or you can do that through my DMs, through Facebook or Instagram. So tonight's reading is going to be a story time read. I'm going to clarify as I go. And any reversed cards, we are going to clarify the transmutation from negative to positive. So if there is any negativity that's coming out in the reading, we're going to clarify with my other deck here on how we can transmute it and move the negative and bring awareness to it, shed light on it, and banish the negativity, banish the darkness with light. So I thank you for joining me tonight. We're going to find out what this message is all about. My channeling message coming through right now, though, is that there's been quite a few people that have been feeling lost, that have been feeling really down, that have been feeling like they don't have what it takes to step up or ascend. You've been really going through a lot of spiritual warfare. A lot of crazy negative thoughts have been going through your brain. And this is why meditation is so important. Okay? Because when you're in meditation, you can block out the noise and you bring yourself to your own personal essence of who you are and your own energy. And by doing so, you can recognize what energy is yours and what energy is not. Okay? Welcome in, Juanita. All right, yeah. Yeah, it was intense. I'd rather be in a cabin, though. Or glamping in a motorhome. That'd be kind of cool. But definitely not intense. A little play on words, I guess you can say. All right, so I'm going to use my Spirit Song deck tonight, as well as my Light Seers Tarot. I hope you enjoy the message tonight, and if by chance this reading resonates with you and you like to give back through a super chat, super sticker, super thanks, it'd be all greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light, please join me in this storytime read to provide a message of banishing the darkness with light. Bring us the messages that will help us be more aware of our surroundings and what we are dealing with, so that way we can step into our highest timeline. Please let all messages be protected by divine light, and let any ill will sent my way be automatically returned to sender and bound to them indefinitely. I don't want none of their stanky ass energy anywhere near me. I don't even want to take the time to transmute it, so just send it right back. Let it give them whiplash. I got no time, no spoons left. All right, Spirit. Oh, okay. A quick message. All right, we have the Eight of Crystals, the Shaman card upside down, and the Page of Shells. All right, so some of you might be dedicated on progress. However, you might be blocked out from divine wisdom and your spiritual power, and you may be lacking your intuition or any type of inspiration. Right, so we're gonna clarify this. Anybody that's feeling blocked out, you have to go back into your karmic decisions, right? What have you done to possibly be blocked out? What have you done in haste or in hate or negativity to someone else to be brought to this position? Have you used your intuition out of the norms of consent? Have you been looking into people specifically to see what they're all about, to see what the situation is? There's one way to do it to protect yourself, by asking Spirit to give you the messages that you need to protect yourself. But outright being nosy and trying to get information or trying to thwart somebody's information. Like, I'm really getting somebody's trying to block your intuition, block the divine wisdom coming to you, and that's absurd. It's not going to happen. Because what message is for you is going to be for you and no one else. Okay? So for the very fact that somebody's trying to block your intuition so that way it doesn't happen is absurd. It is automatically being returned to sender, and this is what's going to block them going forward. Affirm it in the comments, affirm it to yourself, affirm it to spirit, and go from there. But we are going to clarify this. What is the Eight of Crystals? A lot of people are intuitive that watch me. They already have gifts, and they watch me for clarification as to what they already know deep in their heart and soul. And this is how I usually do my readings. My readings are usually a confirmation to what you already know. Don't try to make it fit. Most times it will fall into place where it needs to fall into. And if it's not your message, it's not your message. Okay, don't get all bent out of shape that, you know, tonight's message or another night's message isn't yours. All right, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Again, this is for entertainment and enlightenment purposes only. Use your own discretion. I'm not here to hold your hand through your life. I'm not here to give you the play-by-play to your existence. This is for you to step into your own intuition and to step forward and ascend for yourself. Okay? My readings are simply confirmation to what you already know. All right? All right, can I get a clarification on the Eight of Crystals, please? Wow, the cards are talking tonight. Okay. So the Eight of Crystals, somebody's in conflict. Somebody's in conflict. Somebody's trying to fight against your divine wisdom, to block your spiritual power. All the while, the intuition and inspiration, they betrayed you by trying to block that out. We have the Three of Swords in reverse, so this is a release of some sort of betrayal. So the people that have come up against you, collective, it's looking like they've been blocked. They've been bound from doing any type of harm. They've been blocked and bound from doing any type of work. So this is actually for someone else. This is for the people that are coming up against you rather than for the people that are listening to this right now as my collective. Now, this is a very past energy. This is a nostalgic energy. This is an energy that used to collaborate with you and quite possibly part of your family. Now, this person that was part of your family, they don't really understand the qualifications or the ramifications of their actions. At the same time, you're standing in your power. You are standing on business. You're standing on your intention. You're moving forward anyway, and you are very passionate, very loving, very kind, and you are moving forward nurturing these intentions, okay? So nothing's here stopping you. There are going to be new collaborators coming in to help you with this situation. And yeah, these are people that you have not met before. Now, the situation here, though, is that there was betrayal. There was a huge betrayal, and I don't think it was where you were concerned. It was dealing with jealousy. It was dealing with envy where other people were concerned. They were jealous of your abilities. They were jealous of your power. They were jealous of what you stood for, your principles, your integrity, your quality of life that you wanted to have, and people didn't think you deserved it at this point, okay? So there's definitely been some sort of conflict, and there's definitely going to be a resolution to that conflict. And the divine has every point of action to bring you to the ability to move forward, okay? It's definitely going to happen. It's coming in very, very soon. Can I get some clarification on the shaman reversed? On the divine wisdom and spiritual power? Can I get more on that? They actually wanted you to feel worthless and left out in the cold, collective. Look at you now. Yeah, so the Knight of Swords, so the Knight of Swords is in reverse. Some of these people are actually stopped in their tracks and they're shook. Okay, it's due to the lies that they told. The lies are coming back to haunt, and a lot of them are having a breakthrough moment of truth. Quite a few of these monkeys that were persuaded otherwise. A lot of these people are seeing the truth now. They have no other choice but to see the truth, and everything that was coming up against you, everything that they tried to do to come up against you is now falling apart. Now, what was meant to make you sad is actually bringing you more emotional connection. It's actually bringing you new friends, new people. It's definitely changing the way you look at relationships and the way you look at love and the way you share that with others. Okay? There's definitely somebody getting hung up on their old position. They're set in their ways. They're not willing to change, and that's quite all right. Okay? Now, you will be getting some sort of blessings regarding some sort of family or wish fulfillment. You are definitely coming into contact with your soul tribe or your family that actually means something that is solid with you. There's definitely something about that. There's definitely a realization. There's truth coming forward. There's breakthroughs. There's a new beginning. There's a new way of looking at you. There's people taking a new way of looking at you, as well as um, you're shining the light on the deception. You're shining the light on the bitterness, the pain, the hate. It's all coming to light that you were not the one to be messing. You know, you were not the one to be messed with. All right. And again, the collaborations, there's definitely collaborations coming out here, regardless how these people are trying to discredit your divine wisdom or your spiritual power. They're shook at this point. They're shook because you've healed. You've healed, you've brought it to a new place, a new existence, and people are finding out the truth of who was lying about you or to you or whatever the case may be. Now, with this full moon coming in, this is definitely bringing the fact that these people with masks on, playing, smiling in your face, laughing behind your back, trying to play you, trying to deceive you, their masks are slipping, their masks are falling, their masks are being literally ripped off over this full moon. So the three days prior to the full moon, into the 3 days of the full moon, the day before, the day after, as well as the 3 days going out of the full moon energy. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, quite possibly about a week, give or take, around the full moon, that this is going to have a transition within your life. So people are going to show up the way they are. People are going to show up evidently. These people that are in my collective, that are within my tribe, you're going to start seeing people for who they are. Okay, and you're going to have to move forward and act accordingly. All right. Welcome in, Ryan. Welcome in, Whispers. AOP. Again, Maureen. Welcome in. Midnight Express. Welcome in, everybody. I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining in. And Cozy as well. All right, can I get some more on the Page of Shells reversed? Somebody's very bitter. Somebody's extremely bitter at the fact that you keep winning, collective. And the fact that they can't get at you. They can't dig under your, they can't get under your skin. They can't bug you. They can't get you to react. They can't get you to lash out. It's just not happening. Okay? They've been trying and it doesn't work. It's like you're untouchable. It's like you're not even considering, it's not that you're ignoring them. You are acknowledging the situation, but it's no longer being a thing. That They're literally powerless over the situation. Okay? And where they thought they had power to manipulate you and deceive you, it's definitely coming to a head. Yep, there's definitely some beautiful things here. Somebody's leaving a house in the dark for you. Somebody's leaving something in the dark. And by leaving it in the dark, they think that they're going to be ending that whole possibility for you as to get some sort of foundation for yourself. Okay, there's a Four of Wands here. Again, the Three of Pentacles is coming out. There's a lot of new collaboration coming in. But there's a collaboration that quite possibly is available to you that's not reciprocal. Okay, it's a one-sided thing. All right, they're wanting to take from you. They don't want to give. When you actually have the option to have some sort of independence and absolute 9 and 10 of cups, okay? And yeah, this is definitely changing your whole idea on self-worth. We're going to look into that a little bit more. What are they leaving in the dark? Yeah, they're failing to see all the hard work that you're doing to rise above and to step into your next season. And they're trying to take away your Ten of Pentacles. They're trying to siphon off of your legacy. All right? But you're going to see this coming. You're going to see this. And, you know, you see the Wheel of Fortune working in your favor. You're standing in your power. Page of Swords. There's going to be some sort of information, downloads, intuition coming forward about this, about someone that's emotionally manipulative. All right? You're going to be able to release this third party because I do believe they're coming to you in hopes that they can bring you down, and by using emotions. They feel that they can deceive you, but you've already peeped it. You've already peeped what they're cooking, and it's not going to work. It's not going to pan out the way they think it is. Page of Shells in reverse. What can we do here? Let's see. Okay, so there's a Ten of Wands here on the side. You're at the process of ending out a cycle. We've got the Page of Wands. You're kind of at this precipice of finding out where you're going, what you're doing, and how you're getting there. Okay, and somebody's trying to betray your success. All right, by emotionally manipulating you. They're coming in like they want some sort of a relationship with you, but it's in the reverse. So they're very unbalanced emotionally. They're very manipulative, and what is happening in the dark is coming to light. I think you're already peeping this, and they're trying to keep you stagnant. They're trying to keep you from moving forward, and they themselves will be not moving in your direction. Okay. Now we have a King of Pentacles on its side. I do believe that this is an energy that wants you to not be stable. They want you to be in limbo. They want you to not be able to move forward. And they want to have a lot of illusions and emotional manipulation coming at you all at once, so you have a hard time making a decision. Okay, so the Page of Shells in the reverse, I do see this as a manipulation. They're trying to manipulate your intuition, your inspiration, trying to keep you from moving forward. Okay? So that's the start. These are cards that just popped out, so I thought I'd clarify them. You are moving on regardless because you're very good at what you do. You're very determined. You're very progressive as to what you're looking into. So let's look into this. Let's get into this reading. Welcome in, Emma. I think tomorrow night I'm going to do the water signs, or I'm going to do a freebie night with messages. Obviously, donations are graciously accepted. But yeah, I think tomorrow night might be the freebies, and then I'll be doing, or maybe the freebies can be, I don't know, Tuesday night. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let Spirit guide me in that. We'll go with it. All right, Spirit, what do we got going on for this story time read? I'm going to go right off the top. So please set the cards in motion to where they need to be. Okay. Sip of coffee. How's everybody doing tonight? Cozy, cozy, cozy. You're right in the right place, my dear. Cozy, there's a message coming through that there has been a bit of spiritual warfare going at you. You got some haters. I do mark you either as a starseed or a chosen or a, you're definitely up there. You're definitely up there in the 0.1%. You're definitely there with the starseeds, the chosen, the earth angels, light workers. You've had this your whole life. You've been like this your whole life. You've been getting downloads. They've almost been spooky. But you've got some people littering your head with jumbo bullshit. They're trying to cloud your judgment. You need to take some time out in nature, go hug a tree, go put your feet in the sand, dig up a hole and put your feet in the dirt, work in the garden, get some digging happening, ground all this, and get a lot of this frustration back to the earth, okay? Call your power back to you and cut any cords that no longer serve you, Cozy. This is very, very crucial. You should be doing this absolutely every day. Every day in the morning, every day before you go to bed. Ask for protection while you sleep. Ask for protection while you go throughout your day. Get yourself an amulet that you can wear around your neck. Something of protection. You can make something. If you don't have anything, or if you don't have the means to go buy something, you know, it's up to you what you can find. But find a symbol of some sort. Do some research as to some symbols of protection that you can wear around your neck. I do not suggest the cross, because the cross actually is a representation of sacrifice. Okay? And you're not about to sacrifice yourself. Not today, Satan. But yeah, you need to take some time out for you, to quiet out the noise, and remember who the fuck you are. Enough is enough, Cozy. It's about time you stand up for yourself. Yeah, take it off. You're better off without it. And someone may have hexed it. Somebody may have put a bad energy on it. So remember who gifted it to you, because it may give you some sort of insight as to what and who is after you. If anybody's got an opinion about you or trying to push you in a certain direction outside of your happiness, these are the people you need to ward away from yourself. They don't get any, they shouldn't be having any dictation on as to what you're going to do with your life. I don't care who they are. You are the painter of your canvas. You are the captain to your ship. No one else. Okay? And the people coming up against you, if you hear it in the background, That's a confirmation. The people that are up against you are going to get it. They've got karma coming. All right? All right, starting off the reading. Oh, it's upside down. Let's turn that right side up. Okay, so we're starting off with the 8 of shells, the King of shells, and the 10 of crystals. So, collective, you are currently on a quest for renewal. Okay, you have realized the current status, okay, of your situation, of your emotional capacity. You are calling your power back, you are calling back your emotions, okay, and you are officially disconnecting and walking away from that no longer serves you emotionally, psychically, empathically, okay? Anything to do with your emotions, you're letting it go. You're letting go of the negative emotions, you're letting go of all of the underlying emotions that are holding you back from your new season, okay? Now we do have a King of Shells here in the reverse. This very well could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces energy. It doesn't have to be. But we're looking at a very vindictive, very detrimental, very forceful, emotionally manipulative individual. Okay? And this is someone that plays on guilt. They play on emotional dysfunction. It's kind of giving my way or the highway. You believe in what I believe in, or you're nothing to me kind of situation. All right. So we have this King of Shells out here. There very well could be somebody in that information, in that kind of energy. And this is something to do with some sort of 10 of crystals. So there's an instability with this particular person. They're at the they're at the point right now where they're losing everything. Okay, their current situation, and this is not you, collective. This is not my collective. This is not my collective. This is someone you're actually dealing with. All right. Um, and if so, if this is you, I do sense that there's two different kind of timelines here. There's one timeline that is bitter at the fact that you're walking away, that you're disconnecting from them, and they're becoming very emotionally manipulative, trying to manipulate other people to not coming towards you, or to keep away from you, or starting rumors, starting whatever else. They're trying to ruin your legacy. They're trying to ruin what you're building, okay? They're trying to discredit what you have, all right? And that's not the case. That's not what's happening, okay? Because anything against your rise will ultimately be their demise, okay? Keep going. Keep focusing on what you need to be focused on. Make sure that your intentions are good and sound. Moving forward with perfect love and perfect trust in your heart, and all will fall into place for you. Okay? Let's get some clarification on the 8 of shells. Wow. The cards, they be talking. All right. We've got the 4 of Cups. We got the Ace of Cups. We've got the 6 of Swords. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Eight of Wands, we've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Queen of Swords, we've got the Ten of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Temperance. So, with the fact that you are walking away from this energy, it is creating a lot of chaos in people's lives. The fact that you're disconnecting, the fact that you're cutting cords, the fact that you're calling your power back, the fact that you are no longer giving to this energy. They are in the process of being drained. Okay, they are at the process of being starved of your energy. Okay, who I'm speaking to my collective, you're very compassionate, you're very loving, you're very kind, you're very understanding, and these particular energies that you're walking away from are being starved of your energy and your compassion. Okay, I do believe that at some point we're dealing with narcissists, we're dealing with sociopaths, psychopaths, we're dealing with very, very toxic individuals that you're walking away from for good reason. Okay, so stand and nurture your truth, that is you. Okay, know that you are in your right mind. You're not cloudy. You're not confused. You're abused. Okay? Welcome in, Gigi. Now, because you're cutting away all of this pain and the suffering and the trauma that you've dealt with, and the manipulation and what have you, and you're now starting to love yourself. You know that you deserve better. You know that you have some beautiful new beginnings coming to you, and you're learning lessons through this. You're learning to transmute your pain into power, which is absolutely beautiful. This is actually helping you to stop moving forward in a toxic avenue or a toxic way. Because I do believe for some of you, you've literally grown up with this toxic energy. You've literally had no other choice but to deal with this toxic energy on a daily basis throughout your life. And it seems like no matter where you go to get away from it, it always pops up somewhere. So this very well could be popping up into people that don't really know how to protect themselves, and they get infiltrated by this toxic energy, and it basically infiltrates your relationship to the point where you're like, okay, there's no rest here. Like, there's no, there's always chaos. There's always this bullshit happening, and it's because this dark entity of some sort is is basically stalking you, trying to take you out of your element, trying to get you to not focus, and trying to take you away from your destiny. All right. So that's all changing. This is a cycle that's finally closing because you're finally loving yourself. You're finally pouring into yourself again. You're finally taking your power back. You're cutting those cords that no longer serve you. And you're moving in this energy of loving yourself, which is raising your vibration to the point where you are about to meet your counterpart. You are about to meet your soulmate. Okay? And with this soulmate, there's going to be many new blessings to come. There's definitely going to be the ability to walk away finally and leave it all behind. Okay? And I'm extremely excited for you because this is a beautiful energy going forward. Okay, you've known that you deserve better than what you've been receiving, and with all the work that you've been doing to help and to be compassionate outside of yourself, all that good dharma is going to be coming back to you. Okay. You're no longer seeing, you're no longer trapped. You're no longer seeing the fog. You're no longer, the fog is releasing, okay? You're seeing things at face value. You're not sugarcoating anything. You're not giving the benefit out of the doubt anywhere. That's one of the biggest mistakes that we do as a compassionate person, is we give the benefit out of the doubt to people when we really shouldn't. They should show up and they should show themselves authentically. If they can't show themselves authentically, you're going to eventually notice the mask that they're wearing and act accordingly. Don't be giving them your energy. Don't be giving them the time of day at this point. Okay, it's not helping you. All right? But you have many new beautiful beginnings coming. It is literally divinely orchestrated. Nothing can stop this. Okay? All that's going to stop you is your own distractions from moving in that direction. So continue following your heart, follow your intuition, continue to move forward, and things are going to work out in your favor. Okay. Can I get into the Ten of Crystals, please? Welcome in, Melinda. Well, Melinda, you should maybe check out to make sure that I'm in your notifications and hit the bell for all and make sure you're subscribed. And that way you can join the tribe. I'm usually online and live every night. There's been a couple nights here and there that I don't go on because I just take a night off once in a while, which is warranted. All right, Ten of Crystals. Spirit, can I get some clarification on the Ten of Crystals reverse? Okay. So this Ten of Crystals in reverse, this is about stability, this is about attainment, this is about wish fulfillment, this is about having a legacy, this is about having a stability that moves through generations, okay? And it's almost as if somebody's trying to ruin your ability to make this happen for you, okay? And I do believe it has something to do with this King of Shells, this King of Cups in reverse, this very karmic individual that's trying to take you out of this, okay? I do believe this it could be a family member, this King of Shells, or it very well could be somebody that you've known for quite some time that's been coming up against you. However, the Ten of Crystals in reverse, whoever's coming at you, they've been blocked out. They're now sitting in an Eight of Swords. Okay, they can no longer move forward because that's what they wanted for you. Okay, they don't want you collaborating with anybody, and anybody that collaborates with you, they do their best to sabotage that. Okay, so you're officially walking away from this. We've got the Eight of Cups energy here. This is definitely the Eight of Cups again showing up as the first card, but it's showing up here again with the Ten of Crystals. So this King of Cups very well could be at the process of losing absolutely everything. All the while you are sitting here in this Queen of Pentacles, very grounded energy, and you're going to be resting, okay? And I do see this as a transmutation from the darkness to the light, that what they wanted for you is actually happening to them. They wanted to take away your magic and the ability to manifest. However, you are standing here in this magician position. So you are a master manifester and nothing can touch you. You are unstoppable. Anything that is brought to you, collective, is being sent back to sender automatically by divine light. As above, so below, as within, so without, and so it is. Let it be bound to the sender indefinitely. Yeah, we've got the world on the bottom of the deck. So you're definitely rising above this. You're learning lessons. You are raising your frequency. You're ascending, collective. Anybody that's coming up against you in a negative way is being shown the door. Access denied. No way forward. No collaboration. No new partnerships. Okay? This is giving you the ability to walk away. Emotionally, psychologically, in every single way possible. Okay? This is going to bring major rest to you. Okay? And you're going to start to see some major manifestations coming in. Because these particular people were trying to block these manifestations for you. And people that are against this manifestation, they are receiving karma. Like 100-fold karma for what they've done to you. Okay? You're going to be able to finally rest in a very grounded, very earthly kind of aspect. Okay? You're not going to have to worry going forward. I'm excited for you, collective. It's about time. Hey, Karen, you might want to rewind this. There's a message there for you. It's pretty well the same message that I said for Cozy. So go ahead and rewind the broadcast and add about a 1.5 to a 2.0 to the speed through the settings up in the right hand corner. This will help you speed it up so that way you can eventually come back to us. Yeah, we got the King of Cups in the reverse. So this is a very vindictive energy. I'm really picking up on a Cancer, a very, very karmic Cancer. Now, if you're a Cancer and you're not in a karmic energy, I'm not talking about you. Don't get all offended just because you're a Cancer. If you're in a karmic energy, then you might want to maybe reflect on it. See how you can change to make your life better. Release the bitterness, release the guilt that you're feeling. What's the next three? All right. We've got the Seven of Shells. We've got the Shadow. And we got the Two of Crystals in reverse. Right off the bat, I'm getting that you're making a choice to focus on yourself at this time rather than anyone else. You're not really taking it a lot of socializing. You're very well in your own energy. You're trying to get back to that same old, your own energy. Maybe not the same old. Maybe that's your problem. You want to get back to the same old person that you used to be, but that's not possible. Okay, you are always growing, you're always evolving and elevating and ascending. There's no going back to the person you used to be. Okay, but because by going back to the same person you used to be, you wouldn't have the wisdom, you wouldn't have the knowledge, you wouldn't have the expertise that you do at this very moment. It would be literally going back in time to start over. And who would want to do that, really? Okay? The fact that you know what you know gives you the ability to act accordingly going forward. Okay? So ultimately, you're making the choice to focus on yourself, which is not selfish. Do not be thinking that you're selfish, but by focusing on yourself, by focusing on your healing, by focusing on what matters to you. Okay? Now, this very well could represent this King of Shells being absolutely obsessed with you, obsessed with what you have going on, obsessed with your pocketbook, obsessed with your legacy that you're building, that they want to crush it. This very, very dark, stank, disgusting energy, okay? They don't believe you deserve where you're going, what you have, and who you have in your life. And they're very, very jealous, envious, and outright just ugly. Okay, fugly is another word that I'd like to bring in. It's very disgusting. Okay, very revolting. Can I get this clarification on the Seven of Shells reversed? I pretty well called it. Welcome in, Sheila. Wow. Wow. By you walking away, collective, you created a major tower for them. Ooh, that's the truth. That is the literal truth. Ace of Pentacles, or Ace of Swords, right on the bottom of the deck. Okay, I gotta show you this. All right, look at this. The Tower card on its side, covering the Eight of Cups and the King of the King of Cups. All right. So by you walking away, this created a major tower for this person. Okay, they thought that they had some sort of grip on you. They thought that they had some sort of hold on you, which they don't. They never did. You were there trying to be compassionate with this person, but there was no compassion. All right? And they're being made into an example at this point. So they're definitely getting a major tower. Usually when it crosses two cards like that on its side, when it's crossed on its side, when any card is crossed on its side, it's usually sitting on the fence. But when it's crossed over two cards like that, it is connecting the two together. So for the fact that the Eight of Shells and the King of Cups here, the fact that it crossed over those two cards, this is signifying to me that because you walked away and because you're no longer there for them, because you're no longer showing them any energy or compassion, it's created a huge tower for them. And they're not liking the fact that they can't drain your energy. They have no connection to your energy anymore. Okay? So, yeah, so the Seven of Shells, this is really kind of talking about a lot of obsession, and everything that they've worked for to bring you down and to diminish you and deplete you is all falling apart. Like they had a whole plan, Stan, and Stan doesn't want a plan anymore. Okay? Stan doesn't want nothing to do with the plan anymore. All right? There's definitely a Page of Cups here. They're very, very vindictive. They're very wishy-washy. They've always been wishy-washy. They'll come in and trauma dump on you and leave you hanging. And while they're feeling all light and cheery, you're sitting here with a whole bunch of pain. Okay? Now, I must admit that I am kind of seeing in the cards tonight that there's a lot of messages coming out from a particular reading that I wrote, that I watched earlier today, from a beautiful dragon princess. I'm going to just call it Dragon Princess. I know she watches me from time to time, but I don't need people infiltrating her page with the garbage energy. So I'm really kind of picking up a lot of those different messages that have been coming through the cards here. And this is a very vindictive energy, okay? They don't like the fact that you're finding your independence with what you're with what you're growing and what you're building. They don't believe that you're worthy of this, okay? They don't believe that they don't believe that you're made of anything particularly substantial, right? I'm kind of getting this feeling that they feel that they can do better, but there's really no competing where you can't compare. Okay, this individual has been copying you. This individual is obsessed with you. They're literally taking messages that you've, in your divine messages, again, they're trying to block you from your divinity. It's not happening. They are being blocked out. They're being bound by the divine light because of their bitterness, because of their pain that they have not decided to heal. Okay? It's everything that they're doing to bring you sadness is bringing you love, bringing you cherished, it's bringing you the ability to be cherished. It's bringing you to this point of loving yourself, being able to love others. It's giving you the chance to open your heart again and open yourself up to love, to be in that position to receive that divine union that's coming in, okay? Now, with this particular energy being so obsessed, they're obsessed with who you're dating, they're obsessed with who you're interested in, they're obsessed with who you're talking to, because they're going behind the scenes, finding out who you're talking to, and basically throwing a whole bunch of smack. Okay, thinking that they have a way of diminishing what's coming in for you. Okay. Karen, read the description box. read what it says in the description box. Ryan, you are so loved here. You will get through it. Amazing, Gigi. I like what you said there. You're here to rise. Very, very, very well said. If no one wants to follow what the description box says, if no one wants to follow what my mods are saying, you can find another reader. Because I do not have time to be distracted when I'm trying to do a reading here for my collective. These are live readings. And your very self that wants to come in and be a pick-me, expecting something as if you're entitled to it, when there very well could be a message in the collective reading for you that you choose to just tune out all the way to begin with. So either sit the fuck down, listen up, or go somewhere else. And stop coming into my chat asking other people. If you need support, they're here to support you. But you're not going to come in and distract the whole reading. You should be ashamed of yourself. And Ryan, that was not directed at you at all. So, back to the reading. And thank you, Max. So the situation is everything that they've been trying to do to thwart you, to ruin you, to take you off your plan, to take you off of your path, to your legacy, to what you're building. They don't believe you deserve this. They're infiltrating your relationships. They're infiltrating your friendships. They're trying to ruin your new beginning. They're trying to get you to the point where you're not available to walk away. They're creating a misjudgment of you with other people. And they are creating a situation where they are sending people to you to make it look like you're getting a way out. But these particular people are actually ops that are coming towards you. So be very, very choosy as to who you're allowing into your energy. Okay? Allow Spirit to guide you through this, because Spirit won't send you in the wrong direction. Okay? There very well could be lessons to learn, to raise your frequency, to raise your awareness. Otherwise, learn the lessons, receive the blessings, and ascend. It's simple as that, going forward. Okay? Continue being passionate. Continue working through what you're being called to do. Continue moving forward. Continue using your intuition. Continue tapping in with Spirit. Continue balancing out your energy, balancing out your chakras. Continue to orb. Continue to shield. Continue to tap into your intuition. Okay, because there's definitely some sort of misjudgment, misunderstandings that are out there, that people are receiving information and it's not correct information. Okay, they feel that they can just walk all over you. They feel that they can come in and with certain information, tell you what you want to hear and get what they want, take advantage of you and leave you for dead. Okay, that's not happening anymore. Spirit is not allowing that. Okay, and Spirit is not going to allow you to move forward into misjudgment any further. Okay, Spirit will be loud and clear within your intuition to let you know what is good and what is bad, and you just need to focus and listen to that. Okay, going going forward. Okay, you're tapped the fuck in, collective. You got the High Priestess here. All right, you've got the Queen of Wands here as well. So you're very attentive to your intuition. You're a very passionate human being. Okay, despite the misjudgment, despite the fact that they don't want you walking away, despite the fact that they're trying to destroy your new beginning, despite the fact, pardon me, despite the fact that they want to take away any particular new offers that are coming to you. Okay? And I'm really getting that they're calling you a user, you abuse people, you manipulate people, you do a whole bunch of shit when it's not even, couldn't be farther from the truth. Okay, if anything, they're projecting what they're saying about you. They're projecting what they do themselves. The projector card is coming out from the karmic chicken. It's showing itself in my mind's eye. So they're definitely a projector screen, projecting of their own demise, their own insecurities. All right, Spirit, can I get the shadow in reverse? Can I get clarification on the shadow, please? Welcome in 909. The Page of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck for the shadow, self-empowerment, ambition. So somebody's trying to take away your ability to be self-empowered. They're trying to take away your ambition. They're trying to block you from that. Hello, Emperor. That's not going to happen. You can't do that to an emperor. Specifically when you're coming in as a page. Okay, even a king for that matter. A very vindictive King of Cups can't compare to an emperor. Okay? When you're coming in as an emperor, when you're coming in as a big boss, they can't even touch you. Okay? So they're coming in with a lot of vindictive lies. There very well could be a female regarding this King of Shells that have come in to try to sway you, to try to manipulate you, okay? To try to lie on you, to bring you to a position of disempowerment. The Seven of Pentacles is coming out again on its side. The Six of Wands is on its side. So that, you know, there's definitely some sort of exposure of themselves. Okay, you are getting accolades and recognition for your success, and you're also exposing that what they're trying to thwart. Okay, you're actually exposing what they're trying to sabotage. They're trying to leave you in the dark. They're trying to take you away from your blessings, try to get you to not see your blessings. They're trying to get you to keep from walking away. They're trying to ruin your family. They're trying to ruin your tribe. However, you're dispelling this. You're banishing this. You're letting this go. And the fact that they're not allowing you to move forward, they're very, very bitter. The fact that they can't stop you, extremely bitter. For good reason. They should just focus on their own lane rather than worrying about you, because you are going to get this beautiful new beginning, the Four of Wands, okay? And the fact that you're loving yourself, the fact that you're opening up your heart, you're healing your heart space is a beautiful thing, collective, okay? You're remembering from the past. Okay, you're being very nostalgic regarding the past, and major things are about to happen for you, regardless, okay, of this anti-self-empowerment and anti-ambition that they got going on with you. Okay, they're thinking that they can nurture some sort of lies and keep telling the lies, saying that you're not gonna make it, you're a fraud, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Meanwhile, the proof is in the pudding. And the people that they're speaking to are actually starting to grow a liking to you. The people that are actually there for you, that are supporting you, that are supporting, let's say, your tribe. We'll use my channel as an example. Okay, it's like somebody's saying that I'm a fraud and that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Meanwhile, I've been throwing cards for about, what, 30 years now, and I know exactly what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so there very well could be something that you're good at that they're trying to say, oh yeah, you're not very good at it. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Okay, they're delusional. They don't know what the... That's all I gotta say. That's all I hear. That's it. Okay, it's not even words anymore. Right? They should just stop. They're embarrassing themselves. Okay? They're embarrassing themselves. Go drink another Mickey of your fucking favorite liquor and leave people alone. Because you know you want to, you alcoholic piece of shit. Playing around like you're saying that you're sober and you're not. I haven't drank a fucking sip in fucking what? It's been... oh, minus a couple sips of a liqueur. Like, I don't even count that because it was in my coffee. I didn't even get drunk off of it. I was just taste testing it just to see what it tasted like. And I'm not no alcoholic. So, I wasn't... back in the day when I was drinking beer, yeah, I was right on the borderline of that whole alcoholism kind of thing. But back then I noticed that I was actually drinking to mask, and this was a long time ago. And once I recognized that, I stopped. I recognized it and I nipped it in the butt right away. But these alcoholic pieces of shit that think that their shit don't stink, and they think that they can go around manipulating other people's lives because their lives are bitter. No, no. You should just stop and sit the fuck down and start taking notes. Let's move on. Two of crystals. Reverse. What's the deal? Oh, we got the Emperor going in. What's the two of crystals? Reversed. Okay. All right, we got the Hierophant. It very well could be a Taurus, a evil spiritualist. This could very well signify this King of Cups as a evil spiritualist. Very well could be associated with a evil Taurus. Page of Cups. They very well want to come back in and show some sort of compassion, right? But it's only to deceive you and rip you out of what you've been doing. This is the Two of Crystals, so they want you juggling, right? And I do believe that there's going to be some sort of message or information coming forward soon about that pertaining to. And yeah, there's definitely some sort of collaboration to come forward regarding that, all right? Now, there's also King of Wands involved with this, but I think this is more or less you standing on business regarding your independence and your prosperity of that independence, because they're trying to ruin it, right? They're trying to get you to juggle. They're trying to get you distracted from what you're actually good at. They want you focused on something stupid that's out of your wheelhouse, that's out of alignment with you, right? So they're even maybe getting people to come to you and say, oh yeah, why not get a real job instead of being happy? Like, Give me a break. Get the fuck out of my face kind of energy. You know, if anybody's trying to take you off the pathway that you're meant to go on, that Spirit's calling you to, get them out of your life. Cut them out. I don't give a fuck if they're a family member. I don't care if they're your longest friend. I don't care. Because if your longest friend isn't going to support you in what you do, if they're not going to support you in who you are, if they're not going to lift you up, if they're going to rip you apart and tear you down, they're not a friend to begin with. So allow them to show up for who they are. If they don't resonate with you because you're ascending, you're leaving them behind, and they don't want to ascend with you, that's not your problem, collective. Okay? That is not your problem. The fact that they do not want to ascend with you, the fact that they do not want to grow with you, the fact that they don't want to heal with you, that is not your problem. Okay? And if you're drinking and you're aware of the situation that you're masking, face it. Face what you're masking. Bring compassion to that situation. Okay? Show yourself some compassion to what you're trying to not look at. Sit with it. Cry it out. Write it out. Put it in a painting. Whatever you have to do to release that and to transmute that. If you're not willing to do that, you're a fucking coward. And if you would rather drink yourself stupid because of it, you're a fucking coward. This life is supposed to be filled with beautiful passion and beautiful experiences, and by basically throwing it away and killing your liver, that's your choice, not mine. I've literally got no sympathy any further for any type of alcoholics that would rather drink their life away, okay, than actually do something about it. And I'm speaking from personal experience. Okay? I know what it's like to mask. I know what it's like to not want to look at shit and be a coward and not want to look at shit. And yeah, you know what? I did that for years. It didn't help me. It didn't help me one bit. But the moment that I, you know, gained some kahunas and I started looking at it for what it was and seeing it for what it was and understood that I needed to heal so that way I could rise above this, it was literally the best fucking thing I did in my life. So collective, stand on business, stand on your intentions, move forward regardless. You're moving towards your independence, and that's all you need to worry about. Okay? These people that want to rip you apart, these people that want to hold you back, leave them in the dust where they belong. Have no mercy for that, because they're going to be left in the dust where they belong going forward. Okay? These imbeciles want you to juggle. These imbeciles don't want you balanced. These imbeciles don't want you having any type of adaptability. They want you to be basically dead in a ditch. Okay? They want you juggling. They want you distracted. They don't want you having any stable connections. Okay? Which, that's not the case. You're moving away from this negative energy once and for all. Am I going to move them over and do 2 more for this? Are we going 8? 6? Okay, we'll stay with 6. All right, so then I still have to move it over, Spirit. Give me a minute. So far, we have you walking away from a very emotionally vindictive piece of shit that is trying to ruin your foundation. And they're obsessed with the fact of trying to get you back into your shadow, to ruin your ambitions, and have you juggling. Let's continue. All right. Collective, you're about, oh, goosebumps. You're about to manifest your best life. Do you realize this? Do you realize this? You're about to literally manifest your best life. And this is what they're so scared of. Welcome in, Alchemist. Welcome in. I miss you. I literally miss you so much. Where the hell have you been? The tribe misses you. Like, hello, welcome back. It's been an adventure, okay? Collective, you're about to literally manifest your best life, okay? Oh, yes. I'm a loving this. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. We got the Magician, we got the Empress, and we got the Ace of Feathers all in the row. All right? I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm going to do the next three. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's this Queen of Crystals in the reverse. This is a very, very vindictive, money-hungry hoe, shall I call it? They're going to be missing out on the fact that you are receiving a new union. So not only are you going to be manifesting your best life, you're stepping up into this Empress energy and to attract your best life to you. You're also getting the major foundation, a new foundation. You're getting a new availability for mental clarity. And yeah, this Queen of Crystals or this King of Cups, I tell you right now, wow, they're missing out, right? And they're trying to get you to miss out on this new union. They're trying to bring you into this unbalanced energy so you don't receive this new union, this new harmony. And a lot of this is having to do with the harmony within yourself. Okay, but you've already balanced out the masculine and feminine within you. This is what brings you the Lovers. This is what brings you the Two of Cups. This is what brings you that new beautiful relationship that's going to stand the test of time going forward. Okay? So I'm excited. I'm extremely excited for you. Despite the pain, despite the mayhem that you might be going through right now, collective, things are about to change for you. Okay? You can probably feel it, and you probably been feeling it and been like, yo, where the hell is it? And the fact that it's been delayed is because you're still transmuting the last little bit of crumbs that you've been receiving. Okay, and that transmutation is going to transfer this into a wham bam poof, it's going to be in your lap. All right, so I'm excited. Okay, and if you've been wondering why the delay, it's because of this Queen of Crystals, and it's because of this King of Cups. Okay, so we're going to look into this. We're going to look into this. Can I get information on the Magician? Pretty please, Spirit. Information on the Magician. Oof. All right. Yeah, you've been transmuting a lot of disrespect. You've been quite possibly dealing with a Gemini that was very much a thorn in your side. This was a very, very toxic Gemini. They tried to bring you out of your element. They tried to bring you out of, like, they really tried to rip you apart emotionally. Okay, and it didn't work. Okay? Great job, Max. Thank you. So, the fact that you let go of this Gemini, the fact that you let go of this unbalanced succubus energy, okay? They've got this whole situation here, right? Where they wanted you in very indecisive, where you're having to make a choice without any particular way of going. Like you're having to make a choice with no options, is basically what it's showing. Where you can't see any options ahead of you as to what you need to do, but you still need to make a choice. And they're kind of pushing you in this position where you're literally having no other choice but to make a choice with a blindfold on, right? So it's very difficult to do that. You're having to use every sense in yourself in order to step forward. It takes a lot. There could be a slight confusion. There could be a slight indecision here as to where or what or how, but there's definitely going to be some sort of a decision here. We got the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse coming out, so there was definitely some sort of deciphering succubus kind of energy is what I was calling it, because this is also energetics as well as prosperity. So somebody was taking away from your ability to retain security, retain the ability to ground energy, the inability to save money. They really tried to deplete you in every step of the way, okay? Now, with this in being said, and with the fact that you are the magician that you are saying you are, the tower here, right? So there's some major changes happening. There's some major changes about to happen with this regarding you. And regardless what they feel that they're going to be taking away your legacy, what do we have here? We got the 10 of fucking Pentacles in the upright for you, collective. All right? Nobody is going to take this destination or destiny or legacy away from you. This is God-given. This is given to you by the divine light. Nobody's taking this ever from you. Anybody that comes against you, okay, for this legacy is about to get a rude awakening. I tell you that. I tell you that. They best be checking themselves before they wreck themselves. Okay, this is a divinely orchestrated legacy. Okay, touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. As above, so below, as within, so without, and so it is. These assholes are about to get a rude awakening because they really don't know who they're screwing with. All right? They wanted you out in the cold. And not only are you finding your self-worth again where they had you beat to shit, they had you beat to the point where you thought you deserved to be in a ditch. That's not the case anymore, collective. Okay, you're finding your footing, you're finding where you stand, and you're standing on it. Okay, if this means redoing your whole foundation, right, you were constantly building on a quicksand. You really had nowhere solid to build a foundation because everybody that you were building a foundation with was betraying you. Okay, you're starting to see beyond the mask. You're starting to see people for who the fuck they are. You're acting accordingly, and you're not allowing these people to manipulate you anymore. And I'm extremely proud of you. Step on it, step in it, affirm it, make it yours. You are the magician of your own life. Right? They wanted you in this sad energy. Okay? They didn't want you moving forward. Okay? They gave you literally no other choice but to stick up for yourself and stand on business. Okay? And you know what? With you standing on business and you cutting cords with these particular imbeciles that were draining you, you're getting some major clarity coming in. There's truth coming to you about a particular energy that was thwarting you. Okay? You're going to know the truth very soon. If not already, the divine is working in your favor, and I guarantee you, you as this magician, nobody's going to be able to play you anymore because you're going to see it before it happens. Okay? So continue staying focused, moving forward. Pray tell, what's this Empress about? What is this Empress talking about? Empress? Holy. We got the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So your Emperor is coming in very soon, and I'm calling it right now. Okay? I'm calling it. Your Emperor is coming in soon, Empress. Now, this could very well be, if this reading is resonating with you and you're a masculine, okay, you're divine masculine, and you are stepping into your Empress energy, that's perfectly okay. Because you're moving into the energy of being able to receive abundance, okay? And then once you receive that abundance, you very well could transmute into a emperor, which you can hold that abundance and make something and guard that abundance, right? So this is allocating with the Two of Shells. You are bringing the emperor and empress energy to you, right? So you're bringing balance to your boss energy, okay? You are stepping in almost as a kind of like I don't know. I'm kind of getting like a cosmic empress, cosmic emperor energy. Like you've been through all the kings, you've been through all the queens, and you've learned how to nurture yourself and build on it. You've learned how to protect and provide for yourself and build on it. So you're integrating it all together. Okay. Specifically with the Lovers here, I do believe that there's definitely some sort of balance coming to you because of this, because of all the pain and the suffering of them trying to belittle you, take you down, leave you in the ditch, even end your life, do any particular shit regarding your life and manipulate it. They've literally helped you to boss up into the absolute warrior that you are. Okay? So I'm excited for the collective with this reading. Oh, finally, finally some good news. I'm excited. So collective, you've worked extremely hard. You've worked extremely hard to get to where you are. In your mind, in your heart, in all aspects of yourself. With your communication, okay? With your intentions, with who you show up as. And being a pentacle, you've got all 5 elements, okay? Not only your inner spirit, but you've got the earth, you're grounded, your prosperity, your stability. You've got your air, which is communication, okay? Intellect. You've got your fire, so you've got your intention, your integrity, your intuition, okay? You've got your cups, so you've got your emotions, you've got your empathy, you've got all of that good stuff, okay? And you've got all the 5 elements working for you at this time. You're taking stock of all the pain, all the suffering, and you're transmuting all that pain into power. I'm extremely proud of you. Okay? Now, this particular energy, the fact that you're stepping into this Empress energy, somebody's trying to make you beg. Somebody's trying to make you beg for your abundance. Okay? They don't believe that you deserve it. They want you to beg for it. 6 of Swords, you're walking away from it. You're going to get your own. You're going to get your own. If they don't want to give it to you, that's fine. They can sit there with the karma that they're going to receive from keeping you away from this abundance. Now, this could very well be an inheritance. This could very well be a house. This could very well be something that was meant for you, that had your fucking name on it. And they don't feel that you deserve it. So you're walking away from it. They're showing up with who they are, and you're basically acting accordingly. They're the ones that's going to receive the karma. There's people rolling over in their grave right now because you're not receiving this abundance, and they're trying to keep you from it. So what are you doing? You're walking away. You're getting it anyway. And this is by divine light that you're going to be receiving this abundance. Okay? Come hell or high water, you will receive this abundance. Specifically when you standing in your Empress energy, for sure. You stepping into this Empress energy, you weren't supposed to do that. You weren't supposed to step into this Empress energy to receive. You were supposed to be dead in a fucking ditch. You were supposed to stay a page, a reverse page, because that's where they wanted you. They didn't want you becoming a knight. They didn't want you to become a king. They didn't want you to become an emperor or an empress. They wanted you dead in a ditch. And because you're in this empress energy, all of their plans are going to shit. Okay? The divine's got a new fucking plan for you. Okay? And they have no other choice but to watch you eat. There is a table being set for you, collective. Okay? There is a table being set for you. And this is bringing a major fucking tower to these imbeciles, these succubus pieces of shit coming up against you. Okay? Mark my words. Okay? In 6 months to 8 months, you will be in a totally different life. You will never have to worry about this succubus energy, these imbeciles. You will never have to worry about these fuckheads ever again. Guaranteed. Okay? These people best check themselves before they wreck themselves. Okay? Some people, time's up. But some people, they still have the possibility to step into this new energy. They still have a chance to ascend with you. But now they're in a rush to do so. They don't want to check themselves before they wreck themselves. That's not your problem. Keep moving, keep focusing. This tower is for them. Okay? Stand on your truth. Stand for truth. Okay? Stand for truth. You know exactly what you're talking about. Don't allow people to fucking... Awesome, you motherfucker. Why would you call me right now? You piece of shit. Why the fuck would you call me? Can you guys still hear me? Some douchebag decided to fucking call me. There we go. What the hell? Alright. Give me a minute. Okay, so you can see me now? Alright. Stupid people and their fucking children. I don't even give a fuck who that was. Don't fucking call me on my phone. You want to send me a text message? Send me a text message. Don't fucking call me on my phone. You piece of shit. Anyway. Collective. You got nothing but beautiful things coming to you. Alright? The fact that you've got all this beautiful stuff, the fact that you're not allowing people to gaslight you, the fact that you're standing on truth, you're standing up for the wisdom that you have within yourself, okay? You're seeing in the dark, okay? You're transforming from that caterpillar to that butterfly. You are becoming that dragonfly. You are, you're that phoenix out of the ashes, okay? People are all up in their fucking head. How the hell are you doing that? How the hell is it actually happening? Okay? How the hell do you know what you're doing? How the hell did you figure everything out? How the hell do you know that people are sabotaging you? And who's sabotaging you? How the hell are you figuring that all out? This is the big, huge tower that they have, right? And the fact that you're walking away from this, and the fact that they want you begging for this beautiful new beginning, but you're standing on your truth, you're staying focused, and they're all up in their head about it. And they have no other choice but to come up with conflict against the people that they were talking smack to. Okay? And Robert, this is a collective reading. How about you not be a fucking asshole in my chat? How about you just fuck off and go somewhere else? Okay? I don't need you telling anybody or even me how generalized this is, because hello, it's a fucking general reading. It's a collective reading. No, you're an idiot. That's what bothers me. I don't like idiots in my chat. The fact that you're rising and you're in this Empress energy, people, collective, okay? Somebody wants to be a part of that. Somebody wants to siphon from you, okay? Quite possibly their name is Robert. Who knows? They want you making decisions without having any options, okay? The fact that your situation is you're finding your self-worth, you're finding your footing again, you're finding where you stand, and you're working with that. Okay? You're finding your footing. You're standing on business. Okay? And the fact that you're standing on business, you got people up in their head, and they've got nothing but conflict with the people that they were lying to, trying to keep you from your blessings. Because these people that they lied to are now going back to them saying, you know what? You're a douchebag. You're a twaffle. You're an absolute fucking twaffle. And that's a new word. Okay? Yeah. The fact that you're stepping into this energy and you're not taking no for an answer, you're going for it, you're stepping forward, you are in this receiving mode to receive abundance, to receive what is meant for you by the divine, everything is falling into place for you, collective. Okay? Everything. Your life is about to change. You deserve better. You know this, collective. You've known this a long time ago. Okay? And you know that this wasn't just by chance. You know that, for a while there, you thought it was just bad luck. Oh, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the reason why. So you started reflecting. And then you're coming to realize that, no, you did everything right. You were always open-minded. You were always willing to learn. You were always keeping your mind open to new experiences, new possibilities. And every step of the way, you tried to do anything particular. You got thwarted. You got thwarted. You got manipulated. You got taken advantage of. And it didn't seem to work out for you. Okay? And it got you to the point of reflecting into your experience, and it all come back to a few people. Okay? It brought you back to the realization that you were holding on to particular toxic individuals that didn't have your best interest at heart. And the thing is that when you're looking at your life and you're reflecting, unlike a narcissist, which they don't reflect, if they do reflect, it's to manipulate, right? It's to remember what you've said in order to manipulate you to the deepest degree. That's the only time they reflect. They don't reflect to learn and to rise and to be a better person. They reflect to be able to and get more sadistic and more damaging, right? So that's the difference. Okay? That's the difference. So because you are stepping into this new energy, because you're stepping into this new ability to receive, things are going to be starting to work out for you better for you. Now, the fact that you're in this magician energy as well, your manifestations are about to become reality. Okay? You're transmuting, you're getting into this new energy, and it's going to be beautiful for you. What's this Ace of Feathers? What's this new clarity that we need to know about? Sure. I'm going to finish this strip and then I'm going to go for a smoke because I've got I got two more strips to do here on top of this strip here that I've got. Okay, so so we do have the star in reverse here, and it was clarifying the 3 of acorns in reverse. So somebody's trying to thwart your way forward, okay? They do not want you moving forward. They want you to miss out on this new union, and they don't want you having any hope. So I do believe that they're trying to break your heart. They're trying to break your heart through emotional manipulation. So stand true, stand strong, and know that if there's anybody that's trying to manipulate you emotionally, back away. Cut energy, cut ties, anything regarding this. Okay? Because if somebody's trying to get you in your emotions, get you all in a huff, you don't want them around you. You should be able to have some peace of mind and know that you're going to be respected and taken for who you are and not taken for granted. All right? So they don't want you to have hope. Right? They want you to have stagnance. All right? They don't want you're going to be celebrating. Right? You're finding your new tribe, you're finding new collaborations, new beautiful people to hang with, new beautiful people to bring into your life and to love. You're finding new family, beautiful celebrations. You have a reason to celebrate, collective. Okay? This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You're standing in this new King of Pentacles energy. Okay? I don't believe this is a particular person. I think this is an energy for this particular card. You're standing on business. You're standing on what means for you. You're building a new foundation. You're not building on quicksand anymore. Okay? You're done building on quicksand. You're done building on a faulty foundation. Because if you build on a faulty foundation, if you don't build that foundation yourself and you're requiring other people to help you with this foundation, it's going to be faulty. Because they can pull out what they built at any time. And then that puts cracks in your foundation. Right? So you need to build that foundation by yourself. All right? And this means that you need to build on solid ground. All right? And this represents a solid intention. All right? And because you're building on a solid intention, they're trying to stop you. They're trying to be a part of, so that way they can rip out the rug from underneath you. Okay? And that's not what's coming into the picture anymore. Okay? You've got some passionate new beginnings coming in, passionate abilities, and they want to celebrate with you. But I think a lot of it is to just bring you no hope. Okay, now if we are talking about this King of Pentacles, this is somebody, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, somebody that's wanting to come in and provide some sort of stability for you. They also want to celebrate with you. It's basically to throw everything that you've built away. Okay, you will not have any hope with this individual. Okay, they're just trying to ruin you. They just want to be a part of the celebration. They just want to get some sort of accolades or kudos for doing absolutely fuck all. Okay? So I'm really kind of getting a two-faced energy out of this person. Okay? Now this isn't for everybody, a very, very small few. If you're having if you're questioning yourself regarding somebody as to whether or not they're two-faced, maybe I'll clarify it with the vibe jack. Who is this King of Pentacles? What is this whole situation? Please tell me. They're sipping on gossip. They're playing a gamble. They're gambling. Who is this King of Pentacles? Is this an energy? Yeah, they want to get away. They want to relax. They want to have fun. Second chance. So this is a person that you had in your life before. They just want you to be a little dirty, little secret. But you got no emotion for this person. You don't even fear this person. And that makes them very bitter and angry. Yeah, they're coming in like they're a soulmate. And yeah, they don't want to suffer in silence anymore. They want to get unblocked. You've blocked this person. Oh, they're going to stay blocked. I know exactly who we're talking about as far as my life. They're going to stay blocked because I want nothing to do with them. And they can take my name out of their fucking middle name on the profile. Because I know they're watching. They watch every single video I do. I don't need to know that they're watching, but I know they're watching. Anyway, yeah. They want you to get out so that way they want you to get outside and take some time in nature so that way they can come and say hi. But Archangel Michael is protecting you. Okay? Yeah. Archangel Michael is protecting you. They wanted you in isolation, but you're coming out of isolation. They tried to keep you in isolation, but it didn't work. Right? They want you procrastinating and wasting your time. They want you hopeless, at a loss, in a depression and suicide, but you're not in it. You're feeling very at home, right? Now, this also could very well be a family tie, but you're here in your happiness, you're laughing, and yeah, good times. So, anyhow, let's continue. Okay, what's we got here? So yeah, this is possibly a person that you blocked out a long time ago. They're very, very two-faced. They say one thing and do another. Yeah, all they wanted to do is cast illusions and end what you had building. That anything you had being built, they wanted to end it. And this is the new clarification coming in. This is the particular person that was behind a lot of the sabotage and a lot of the pain and the suffering that you've been going through. It was because of them. They outright ruined your relationships. Because it's giving me a feeling like, well, if I can't have them, nobody can. And they're like stalking you on a regular basis. Yep, they want you overreacting. They want you out of this focused energy. They don't want you in this focused energy. Okay? Queen of Crystals, reversed. Two of Pentacles and Seven of Cups, both in reverse. Now, that King of Pentacles, I was really getting that two-faced energy. That very well could be this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, too. Okay? This Queen of this Pentacles person is very obsessed with you. Obsessed, like obsessed. Okay? Beyond obsessed. Like borderline psychotic. I'm not even going to say borderline. They're fucking psychotic. You deserve better in your life, collective. And you're getting justice for this, too. Right? Because they're not only siphoning energy, but they're trying to siphon your money. Okay? Now, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So they want you juggling, right? They want you questioning your self-worth. They're obsessed. Seven of Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Wands. They want to come forward right at the point that you're walking away. Okay? Because they want to be a part of your recognition. They want to be part of your accolades. And apparently they're coming in quick. Okay? Now this could very well be the vindictive part of them trying to be a part of, be in your energy. Okay? But I'll tell you right now, it's not going to end very well for them. Okay? It's not going to end very well at all for them. You're going to continue moving forward. You're going to leave them in the dust where they belong. Hey, Avi. Welcome in. I love my tribe. You're awesome. And any past person that I've blocked out, you're not part of my tribe. You can sit there and watch all you want, but you're not part of my tribe. You can fuck right off. Anybody that's come up against me in my life and created hell for me, fuck off. You're not welcome at my table. You will never be welcome at my table. I have compassion in my heart for those that want to show up right, but not for toxic, sick fucks such as yourself. You know who you are. You're obsessed. You've been watching absolutely every single one of my videos. You don't comment on shit because you know better. Because you know if you comment, I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to block your ass. All right, so the Three of Acorns. What's going on with that? I'm doing okay. Moving right along with my life. All right, so the Three of Acorns. What do we got going on with this? All right, so they want you brokenhearted. They want you anxious. They want you not able to rest. They want you literally a basket case. They want you an absolute mess. They want you not only in conflict with yourself, but they want you in conflict with other people. They're trying to cast illusions over you. They're trying to cast illusions, and they're trying to get you all up in your emotions, and they're sending people to do this, right? And I believe there's even some catfishing going on in my collective and in my comments somewhere. I don't got the fucking spoons to sift it out. I just don't care. Um, but I know who my mods are, and I know who my collective is for the most part, and the ones that actually make a difference know who they are, and I know who they are. So they're not catfishing anything. I can trust them. But the other ones, yeah, whatever. That's all I gotta say to you. Just gonna say. But ultimately, they want you fighting with yourself. They want you in conflict. They want you all jumbled in your head, not knowing exactly what's going on. They want you listening to the negative voices in your head that are casting illusions on your manifestations and your intentions and your intuition. But you're standing on business, collective. You got the magician and the King of Wands here. You're standing on business. You're allowing your intuition to guide you. You're allowing that light to shine shine on the darkness, and you're seeing the imbalance. You're seeing the so-called manipulation. All right, you're seeing these shoddy offers that they want to send people to you, or whatever the case may be. You're seeing it before it happens. Okay, and yeah, it's different. Yes, I know the page is out. Give me a minute. I wish people would just fuck off, you know, and stop doing shit like this to my live. I'm literally pissed. Like, I tell people, don't fucking call me. I tell people, don't fucking call me. Don't call me at all. Text me first. first. It's not that fucking difficult. Like, finally I have a decent live going, and all of a sudden 2 people call me in one night. And one just happens to be a butt dial. Like, give me a break. People know I'm live right now. If you don't know I'm live, then you really don't contact me all that much. Usually if there's anybody that's going to call me or talk to me or communicate with me, you know enough to text me first. And we're in 2025. Who uses this telephone anymore? Really? It's a text-only kind of society these days. People don't want to talk on the phone. And again, who calls me at 11 p.m.? I rarely have any calls from anybody. And then all of a sudden, people want to call me all at the same time. Give me a break. And no, I'm not overreacting. Check out that sunset. That's the sunset that was happening earlier today. So I'm having my cigarette a little early, okay? DW, I miss you, honey. I hope you're all well. Oh, you phoned me? Okay, DW. If it was you, I'll let it slide. It still pissed me off, but I'll let it slide. Give me a minute, okay? I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Yeah, people usually know that if they're going to want to call me, you better check to see if I'm live first. Whether you're notified or not. It's your best bet. Yeah, I caught it just as the sun was going down. It was my birthday a bunch of days ago. What's today? Yeah, almost a week ago, I think. Thank you for your patience, everybody. We're going to get back at it. We might actually go for a walk at some point to check the moon because before we end the live. Who knows? Maybe, maybe not. It's beautiful out tonight. Finally, the spring is here. Finally, spring is here. Okay. Have a good night, Alchemist. Please come back. I miss you. Hit the bell notification for all notifications so that way you can come back. I'm usually live at 9, give or take around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for showing up, Alchemist. I missed you. Be good to yourself, okay? Alright, so people, they wanted you to miss out. They wanted to cast illusions. They wanted you fighting with yourself. They wanted you fighting with the thoughts in your head. They wanted you fighting with your self-worth. They didn't want you to receive anything. They didn't want you having wish fulfillment, but you're going to have wish fulfillment anyway. You're going to have it. Okay? You love in yourself. You are full of self-worth. You're not egotistical. You're standing in your power. You're shining your light. You're manifesting your best life. You're getting a hold of your emotions. You're balancing that out. Right? And they wanted to break that all down. They wanted you missing out on this balance, on this beautiful new beginning with a new counterpart. Okay? But everything that they're going up against you with to try to ruin it is all coming back to haunt them. It's all coming back to hurt them. It's going to get them right where it counts. Guaranteed. What's going on with this Two of Shells? What's going on with this Two of Shells in the upright position? Let's move this stuff out of the way. All right. Two of Shells. All right. What do we got going on? We got the Star. We've got the Seven of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Swords on its side. We have the Three of Swords. We have the King of Swords. We have the Tower. So somebody's having a major tower because you're moving forward. You're alchemizing the pain, the betrayal that someone brought to you. Okay? You're alchemizing that what's no longer serving you. You're turning your pain to power. You're standing in your truth. And this is creating a tower for someone. Okay? You're not going back to past situations anymore. Okay? You're done with going back to past situations. All right? You're done with it. Once and for all. Okay? So, with this in mind, collective, you're balancing out what what you've got going on. You're balancing this out. And you are assessing what is working for you and what's not. Okay? You're creating a new balance for yourself to allow this new energy to come in to balance within yourself, within your masculine and feminine. As well, you're alchemating this, you are raising your vibrations, you are ascending into this new energy. Okay, so you need to continue holding hope. You need to be making some wishes because miracles are about to happen for you. Okay, you've got a lot of new possibilities. You've got some new people that are coming into your life that are wanting to show love and compassion, and some of them are illusions, some of them are deceptive, and some of them are good, right? But the one particular cup that you need to choose every single time is yourself. Okay? So have faith that it doesn't matter how old you are, it doesn't matter what you've been through, there's a way to alchemize this to bring you into an energy of receiving, okay? And receiving everything you've ever wished for. Okay? You have this availability to do so. Okay? And this is definitely happening. Now, with the Knight of Cups on its side, this is kind of being on the fence as to what you want to choose, what you want in your life, right? So this is where you're finding balance. You're trying to find the balance, the stability as to what you want and what you don't want, all right? Maybe you're making a list, maybe you're checking it twice, whatever the case may be, but you're making sure that you are stepping into this energy, that you are abundant, that you are going to have what you want. You're going to have a union. You are going to have harmony within yourself and with others, okay? And you're just allowing those that are showing up with the Seven of Cups. We've got a Ten of Swords on its side. So you are going forward with how they show up. You're going forward with what they're showing you, and you're acting accordingly. So there very well could be some people coming back from the past, and if they're holding themselves accountable and they're sticking up for the connection that you guys had, there very well could be still new possibilities there, all right? But if they haven't taken any accountability for what they've done, and if they're not showing up in a way that's going to benefit you, you're cutting it out. You're done with it. Okay? You're not holding space for wishy-washy people that don't know what the hell they want in their life. You need someone that is going to equalize, if not be at the same level you are. You know, you're trying to move forward, you're trying to ascend, you're trying to step into your best life, and you're not looking to be a babysitter, you're not looking to be someone that's going to be manipulated and used and abused, and you know, you're no longer being that punching bag. Okay? And you know your self-worth. You know what's actually going on. All right? Going forward. And you're standing on business. End of story. You're done with having the betrayal. You're done with having people talk behind your back. They can say whatever the hell they want. But if they don't want to show up right, don't show up at all. End of story. Okay? And because of this, because you're standing on business, this is creating a tower for these people that thought that they could manipulate you. All right? All right, next layer. Very nice, very nice. I like it. Now, I'm going to do some clarification with the first 3 layers to start with, and then I'm going to go into clarifying it again, okay? Okay. So collective, the fact that you are manifesting your best life, you're walking away from what no longer serves you. Somebody wants to ruin your foundation because you don't want them to be a part of it. Okay, there's some people that you're cutting out of your life once and for all. There is no second chances or third chances or 10 chances. You're done. If they can't show up right at all, then they're not going to show up at all. End of story. Okay? This King of Shells, right? They see that you are moving into this new energy, right? And it turns out that they're shook because they actually love you. Okay? They actually want something with you. Deep down. And I think this King of Shells, in essence, I think they know that you're some sort of a soulmate or some sort of energy that, you know, they miss you. But because they showed up in a particular way and they treated you a certain way, you cut them out. You're done with their energy. You're done with their stupid manipulation, their ability to just trauma bond on you and just leave you in shambles. And now that they're okay, they don't give 2 fucks about you. And now they're sorry, apparently. Now they're sorry, and now they want to come back in. Now they want to make a choice to love you and trust you again. Meanwhile, they broke that trust with you. And that's on them. That's not on you. Okay? So, it is what it is. So, with this legacy that they tried to ruin for you, the fact that you realized that they were trying to ruin you, it's kind of like if I can't beat them, join them. Okay? And I think they were at the head of your smear campaign that they had for you, right? Because they couldn't beat you, so now they want to join you. Now they want to come in and give you the love that you've always wanted. When now you see them for who they are, you want nothing to do with them. Because they're nothing but a lying sack of shit, okay? The fact that you're aware of this and the fact that they're lying, the fact that they didn't have any particular logic or justice regarding you, they wanted to create injustice with you, they showed up the way they showed up. It is what it is. Right? So now they can sit in their fucking bed that they made. With the 7 of Shells, with them being obsessed and being very vindictive, it's bringing them to a point of being stopped in their tracks. They're absolutely shook that you're standing on business. Okay? They're shook at the fact that you're standing on business, the fact that you're shining light on the situation, and that you're not taking any particular apologies anymore. Because they had all the time in the world to apologize, and they didn't even want to hold themselves accountable for what they did. Right? So they tried to sabotage you. They tried to ruin you. They tried to get you to miss out on what was meant for you. And they tried to get you to miss out on you being optimized or innovative or anything like that, right? They tried to take you out of your intuition. They tried to get you to question your validity of who you are. They didn't take you for who you are, right? They tried to manipulate you into something they wanted. And you're standing on business. You're moving forward. Now, what's great about this, the imbalance that they tried to bring into your life only made you become resilient. It made you become a more powerful, more aware, intuitive, empathic, very strong-willed, strong individual. Okay? And the thing is that this is helping you alchemate and move your pain to power. And this is also actually bringing in some new collaboration. This is bringing you into new people that want to build with your foundation and build with your experience, okay? And these particular people are actually going to be of something good for you, all right? So we're going to go ahead, now that I've clarified the 3 levels, we're going to go ahead and get back into clarifying that top level. Okay. All right, Spirit. What do we got? What do we got? The 4 of Acorns in reverse. What's the deal with the 4 of Acorns reversed? Sure, I'll take it. It's a little wonky, but I'll take it. So the 4 of Acorns in reverse, this is about an instability. This is about a breaking up of a foundation of a relationship. This is representing chaos in your relationship sector. So relationships, your friendships, your family, the people that you love. They wanted to bring a demise to that, okay? But because you stood in your truth and you moved towards your wish fulfillment and you're manifesting your best life, you're dispelling all the lies and the deception, you're standing on business, you're actually going to be getting the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Acorns is the 4 of Wands in reverse, and you're alchemating this. You're turning an unstable situation into a stable situation. They told you you couldn't have what you wanted, so you're going somewhere else to get it. But I'm also getting a feeling that they wanted themselves to be the only option. Okay? Now, this could very well be dealing with the King of Swords as well. Okay? And they very well could be very vindictive. You know, now they want to tell you the truth all of a sudden. Maybe about some sort of Queen of Swords, right? That maybe lied to them about a certain situation. Maybe they were trying to manipulate or manifest some sort of personal wish fulfillment, okay? But either way, whoever this was that was deceiving you, seeing you stand on business, seeing you build your new foundation, and it doesn't include them. They're not invited to your table, collective. They have no way or no reason to even be a part of that crew, right? They've lost access. And for good reason, because they were extremely deceptive. Okay, this could be dealing with a Gemini. Okay, and I do believe there was some sort of Gemini involved with this King of Cups. And I'm quite possibly thinking that it's a very, very karmic Cancer individual. Okay? Like this karmic Cancer manipulated people in your life behind your back. Okay, this person went to try to get with your other people. They tried to infiltrate and instigate chaos. all right? They tried to instigate some sort of karma in your life where it wasn't warranted. And this is why they are being cut out of your existence, all right? For once and for all. Now, there was definitely a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in the reverse. A very lying, very vindictive individual, getting a succubus individual, very draining, very dirty, very disgusting individual. Um, I'm not liking the energy I'm picking up from the Queen of Swords in reverse. I'm sorry. They were at the helm of trying to discredit your manifestations and your wish fulfillment. Okay? They were trying to manipulate your manifestation and wish fulfillment for yourself. They felt entitled to your energy. They felt entitled to be in your life. And I think you cut them out. You cut this particular individual out of your life, and it's for good reason. Okay? And again, it's kind of giving me, if I can't have them, nobody will have them. It's kind of situation, right? All right, let's move on. What do we got for the lovers? What do we got for the love card? All right, that was wild. The lovers, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, and we got the Ten of Wands. So, wow. Somebody wants to come in and show love to you. Somebody's making a choice. Somebody's trusting in the love that they have for you. And they want to come in to offer you some sort of stability. They want to offer you some money, a house, a job of some sort. Okay? And they kind of want to end something. But it's almost as if they're kind of wanting to end this ability to be stable. They want to end this Ace of Pentacles for you as well. They flip it how it needs to be. They very well could be wanting to end some sort of pain or suffering. We are talking about a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the Lovers card. However, who knows? Who really knows? The love card is in the right side up, so this is of good intention. The Ace of Pentacles is in the upright side, upright position, so this is good intention. It is a solid offer. The Ten of Wands, this is about removing burdens, finally letting go of old burdens and moving forward. Releasing burdens, releasing a heavy load that you just don't want to carry anymore. You're finally done. It's a closing out of cycles, closing out of a direction particularly that you're moving in. It's moving in a new direction. So very well, they could be coming in to give you some sort of a love offer, or they could be giving you a house. They could be giving you some sort of money of some sort to help you end out some sort of instability. Okay? I feel like I want to do a vibe check on that one. What's the Lovers? Oh, they're bitter and salty that they have to give you this. What? Okay, so they don't want, yeah. So they're trying to come in and end this Ace of Pentacles for you, is what it is. And they're done being in silence about this. They don't want you glowing up. What else? They want you stuck. They want you stagnant. They see you nurturing, mentoring, wisdom, giving back. So they see you in this particularly nurturing energy. And they want to bring upheaval, disaster, downfall, and chaos to you. But, you know, again, there's like stuck, no options, unforgiveness. Maybe they see the chaos. Maybe they're seeing that you're having a hard time with this new opportunity. I don't know. It's kind of odd. They see you nurturing. Maybe they want you to nurture them. Maybe they're salty. Maybe they're stagnant. They don't want to be trapped anymore. Maybe they're in a trapped situation where they need your, and maybe they're dealing with chaos. Who knows? Whatever the case may be, put it to where it belongs. But I'm really kind of getting that they want to end your Ace of Pentacles. That's the kind of feeling I get from it. Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't want you having any possibilities. They don't want you following your dreams. They don't want you making up your mind or believing in yourself. But then again, they want to come in as a divine union. They don't want to, they're not coming in as a karmic. They're coming in like maybe they've had an awakening. I don't know. Maybe they realized that they loved you. Maybe they realized that they were dealing with chaos and behind the scenes that they didn't want you involved with. It could have very well be, yeah, you could be dealing with a narcissist. A very unnurturing energy. Maybe that's who they were dealing with behind the closed doors. Who knows? They could have very well been the narcissist. But now they're realizing, maybe they're having an awakening, maybe they're realizing who they are. I don't know. Maybe they're realizing who you are. Whatever the case may be. Let's look into the King of Feathers in reverse. This is the lying sack of shit. So maybe that's what the whole thing is. They want to come in to support you, but they're really not coming in to support you. Who knows? It could have something to do with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I'm having maybe a mother figure. King of Feathers, reversed. Pretty please. King of Feathers, reversed. What are we talking about regarding this? Okay. So what do we got? We've got the Two of Swords in the upright. So they want you to make a decision, but blindly. They want to cast illusions. They want you all up in your emotions. But they want to move forward with you. They're coming in with a Two of Cups. They very well could be coming in with an offer. And they're coming in as an emperor. Right? Or maybe they're coming forward to an emperor. They're wanting a Two of Cups with you. They want to give some sort of stable offer to you. And they want to move forward. They want to have a new beginning. They want to let the past go. They want to deal with their emotions. Maybe they have some sort of emotions that they need to alchemate. And maybe they feel that they can't do it without you. Maybe they need to move forward towards this Two of Cups and to come towards you. You very well could be already in your Emperor energy. You're moving into your Empress energy. Put it where it belongs, okay? But this King of Feathers, this is very unjust energy. So they very well could be coming in with some sort of truth as well. They very well could be coming in about a past slight or a past deception. They very well could have been acting on a deception, and this past deception that they were acting on was figment of lies. deception, betrayal. Maybe somebody betrayed them. Maybe they tried to make you, maybe it was this King of Cups that tried to manipulate them into believing you were something else that you weren't. It could have been a lot to do with it. Whatever the case may be, I believe there's some sort of monkey business going on with the narcissists and monkeys. You know, the karmic monkeys that they have in the mix. But there's definitely somebody in their emotions. They want to move forward with the Two of Cups, and they're wanting to bring in some sort of an offer to an emperor or as an emperor, and they want you to make a blind decision. So it's kind of giving me a feeling that they want to come in and get you to make a decision without really knowing the truth. Okay? They're coming in very deceptive with the King of Feathers being in reverse. They're coming in with deception. So watch yourself. Can I get information on the Eight of Acorns? Eight of Acorns. Wow. Wowzers. Go-Go Gadget magnifying glass. We got the Ten of Swords. We got the King of Swords in reverse. We've got the Page of Pentacles coming out again. We've got the Chariot coming out. We've got the Knight of Swords. We've got the Seven of Cups. We got the Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. We've got the Lovers in reverse. And we got the Hangman reverse. So yes, I do believe somebody's gone through a huge awakening. They're seeing things from a different perspective. They're trying to end something out and come in. But they're coming in talking about lies. They're talking about an imbalance within a lover's situation. They're coming in about a Two of Cups. There's something about really loving you. And they want to come in with an offer of stability. So somebody was deceived. Somebody was manipulated. Somebody was deceived. And this basically put an end or a stop to your existence, your reality, your movement forward with the Eight of Acorns in reverse. Okay, this brought an emergency break to your situation or your development. Okay, quite possibly in your life or a relationship. So now they're coming in. They want to share some sort of compassion with you. They want to offer quite a bit of options and possibilities with you. A lot of it is an illusion, but apparently they want to come in with some sort of truth. Okay. And they want to go on some sort of a journey with you. So they feel that there's some sort of journey happening that they want to go on with you. I don't know. It's kind of giving me to finish the job. So it very well could be like the King of Swords is still in the reverse. Okay, if the King of Swords was in the upright, I think they would have had that they would have had that awakening. All right, but the Eight of Acorns, right? I think this particular deceptive individual has been brought maybe to their knees or brought to an absolute stop. Now, with the Lovers in the reverse, this isn't a lovey-dovey, but it's beside the Two of Cups. And with the Page of Cups here, this is very wishy-washy energy. They don't fucking know what they want. They don't know if they want to commit, but they want some sort of relationship. So it's kind of like eating your cake and having it too kind of situation. And with the Ten of Swords here, it's like, you know what? No, this is done. This is done. Okay? Apparently they want a new beginning with you. They want They want to go on a journey. There very well could be some sort of cops or police coming in to speak some sort of truth regarding this. Could be regarding illusions, dealing with some sort of cup of love, and some sort of an offer. Maybe you're getting a retribution. Maybe you're getting some sort of stability or some sort of reallocation of funds. There very well could be money coming in for you about a so-called Two of Cups that went sour due to some sort of lies and deception. There was some sort of an awakening which is bringing something to an end. Okay? So whatever the case may be, that's what the cards are telling me. However it fits with you is how it fits. Yikes. We got the King of Acorns. We're going to look into that right now. What's this about? Oh, we got the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Let's check it out. The King of Acorns. Okay, and we got the Queen of Wands. You're nurturing your intuition. You're nurturing your intention. Okay, you're not really thinking about the past or the future. You're just kind of being in the moment with the Six of Pentacles on its side. Something is being left in the dark. And I do believe that what's being left in the dark is the betrayal. Okay, the Star. Somebody doesn't want. Somebody's kind of at an impasse. They don't really believe in themselves. They don't really believe in magic. They don't believe in the hope. They're just kind of sitting on the fence, whether or not they want to or not. They're kind of in limbo about any particular miracles coming in, right? They're kind of grasping at straws. Now, there's some sort of manipulation or sabotage coming through. There's third-party sabotaging. And this is probably why you're walking away from this energy. You're standing on business. You're shining your light. You're focused on your intuition. Now, with the King of Acorns and the Queen of Acorns, I think this is like a possible new beginning. But there's some sort of King of Pentacles kind of sitting in the way of this. Okay, it very well could be that, or it could very well be you're walking away from a King of Pentacles. Okay, or they very well could be walking away from a King of Pentacles. With this King of Acorns, though, I think this very well could be the union. Okay, and with the Three of Crystals here, there's definitely some sort of collaboration coming in. But I think somebody was trying to sabotage this and betray it at the same time. Okay? So you might want to kind of take a step back and take some time out for you, collective, to really kind of assess what is here in the now and what you're looking for and what you want before you make any final decisions. Okay? Now, one channeled message that I'm getting is that it doesn't matter what decision that you make, there's still lessons to be learned. And this is just, it depends on where you want to go. Okay? You have options, regardless of whether or not there's some sort of betrayal or there's some sort of, and I think there very well could be a shadow of betrayal here. There could be a shadow of, you know, somebody working with another person to get you to miss out. It shows that you're releasing this betrayal too, and this is why you're walking away from a particular person. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It very well could be something to do with the King of Feathers. However, what do we got here? The Three of Acorns. So, yeah. So somebody's wanting you to miss out. Somebody's not in their shadow. Somebody's not ambitious. Somebody's not self-empowered. And I think that very well could be that they're missing out. Okay, this King of Acorns very well could miss out because they're disempowered. They're not empowered to move forward. I don't know. It's like they're not willing to step up. They're not willing to step into a place, but they're sitting here as a king of acorns. So maybe you're very reluctant to make any type of move forward due to some sort of betrayal or due to some sort of third-party meddling. Okay, you're just, I don't know. But there's a Queen of Wands that's trying to leave some sort of sabotaging in the dark. This Queen of Wands, I don't know. I get this feeling like this Queen of Wands, this is like you nurturing your intuition, right? But there's some sort of darkness. There's somebody trying to shroud some sort of darkness here about some sort of betrayal with something people are saying, something that people are doing, a faulty foundation, faulty collaboration. Somebody's trying to work with other people to sabotage you. And I think this is why you're walking away with this particular energy, or to or away from this energy. Okay? And whether or not this has hope or not, and whether or not this is of the past or future energy, it's kind of sitting on the fence. So you very well could be just meeting a particular person, or you very well could be just kind of in an essence of sitting on the fence as to what's going to happen next. Okay, you're kind of uncertain. You're not really too sure. You're just kind of sitting there with the optimism. You're looking to innovate. You're looking to rise. You're looking to elevate. And if you do this by yourself as a leader, you're standing on business. You're shining your light. It is what it is. However, we've got the Three of Crystals coming in next. And this is sitting with the Two of Shells, right? So there's definitely some sort of collaboration with the Two of Shells. And this is kind of with this imbalance. So there's a lot of imbalance. There's no adaptability to this particular situation. But there's some sort of, I don't know, somebody doesn't want to adapt. Somebody doesn't want to rise. So I'm really kind of getting that there's other collaborations coming in. So it's kind of giving me a feeling that you need to have patience. Okay, I don't see the Three of Wands out here yet, but I think you need to have patience because things are going to be revealed to you. You do have the Ace of Feathers out here too within this mix. So with this particular thing, I think you're waiting on information regarding this. Okay? Now, somebody could have very well recognized the manipulation or the sabotage, and they might not be going for the sabotage. They might be holding some sort of compassion for you. And I think that's what's really changing. That's really the game changer on how people show up to you. Okay? You're going to know. You're going to know. You're sitting in a high priest, high priestess energy, so you're very intuitive. Yeah, somebody's manipulative. Somebody's energetically or financially wanting to, they're wanting to be, this is a very energetically codependent energy, right? They're siphoning energy that they, you know, they're quite possibly trying to siphon energy. They're trying to keep you from having your wish fulfillment, your independence. Okay, because it could be the Queen of Swords in reverse that's kind of meddling with this. What's going on with the Three of Crystals? What's going on with the Three of Crystals? So crystals, three pentacles. This is about collaboration. This is about productivity. All right. Yeah, we got the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. All right, so we have the Hangman, kind of in the reverse, but kind of on its side. So it could be that somebody's going through an awakening. Somebody's seeing things at face value for change. Somebody's all up in their head. Somebody's trapped behind bars, maybe. They don't know what the hell to think or what to do, whatever. They're very foggy. Somebody's feeling left out. Somebody feels that they don't have a foundation. And somebody's sad. Somebody's in their feelings. Somebody's focusing on their emotions right now. They're really not sure. I think they're very, very cloudy. I think they are, I'm really kind of getting they don't want to heal, right? Maybe they're looking to collaborate with you. Maybe they're wanting to be productive and they feel that you may be able to help them. But if they're not willing to talk, if they're not willing to collaborate or speak up to create an honorable stability with you, I wouldn't waste my time, because I'm getting a picture in my head of spinning wheels. Like you're stuck in the mud, you're spinning wheels, and you can't get out of this mud, right? And it's mainly because somebody said, oh, take this street, go down this way. And you decided to listen, and you ended up in a mud, right? So I don't think you want to be in this position. It looks good. It shows that there very well could be some sort of two of shells here, but there's no balance here. There's no balance. You're going to be juggling a heck of a lot more than what you actually originally thought. Okay? But this juggling, it might look like a union, it might look harmonious, but and they want to collaborate with you, but it's going to bring you out of balance to what you really, really want to do with your life. So be very, very, be very, very choosy as to how you move forward. You might need to go through a bit of an awakening to see the truth. You might end up all up in your head if you take this offer and you go with this offer. And it might have you in this sad energy of being left out in the cold again. Remember how people showed up to you. Remember how people left you in the cold. Don't go back to shit like that. Okay? Maybe they should have showed up better. People sometimes don't want to change. Maybe they're showing that they don't want to change. Maybe they're stubborn. Whatever the case may be. People tend to not change. They just learn how to cope. All right? So, act accordingly. Forgive, but don't forget how people treated you. If people don't want to show up and show accountability, don't bother giving them a second chance. Next level, yeah. We got the Knight of Shells, the Five of Crystals, the Ace of Acorns, the Four of Feathers, reversed, the Ten of Shells, and the Five of Acorns. Yeah. Again, this collaboration, you're only going to be challenged. You got the Five of Acorns here, clarifying the Three of Crystals, and the Two of Shells, and the Two of Pentacles reversed. So imbalance. So this particular Two of Shells that you're looking at with this particular energy, they want a Two of Shells with you. They want to collaborate with you, but all they bring with them is challenge, growth, and like challenge and conflict and imbalance. You very well could have another fire sign, quite possibly bringing in some sort of blessings and well-being. I think they're just kind of going through something. They very well could be going through a situation of missing out. They might have thought that they might have thought that they're missing out, but it's because they're not wanting to go through their shadow work. Okay, they don't want to deal with their shadow work, right? And they're missing out. But there's definitely some sort of a Ten of Shells here. Ten of wish fulfillment, blessings, well-being. Who knows? The Four of Feathers in reverse. This Queen of Crystals that's obsessed with you, there's a couple different energies. There's a King of Cups, there's a Queen of Crystals, there's a King of Acorns. This Queen of Crystals, yeah, they're not at rest right now. They're full of anxiety. They're stopped literally in their tracks. I think this Queen of Crystals was the one that was siphoning your energy behind your back, trying to take away from your manifestations, feeling entitled to you and your energy. But they weren't willing to grow. They weren't willing to communicate. Let's see. Now this King of Feathers in reverse, they very well could, okay. So this King of Feathers in reverse, this lying sack of shit, their whole foundation might have fell. Okay, their whole foundation, their whole ability, their whole legacy, it might have been destroyed. And they've been brought to some sort of mental clarity, maybe building a new foundation. And they realize some sort of deception, and they want to come in with some sort of new idea. They want to be creating a new beginning for you or with you. So I don't know. I'm really not sure. We're going to clarify it. Now, this King of Cups in the reverse, it seems like there's some sort of abundance, there's love, and then there's the Five of Crystals. So I think this King of Cups has been left out in the cold because they wanted to show love and to an Empress, and they wanted, no. They're being left out in the cold. The Eight of Shells, the Magician, the Four of Acorns reversed. You're walking away, manifesting your best life. It might be a little bit rocky right now, but you're moving forward anyway with your cup of love, and you're just taking your time, loving on yourself. And I think this is what is going to be your key aspect. Now, this very well could be that you're getting an alignment to this Knight of Shells to come in. Could be a man or a woman. Fit it the way it belongs. But they're going to be coming in with lots of charm and passion to provide some sort of something to you. You very well could be manifesting this Knight of Shells to come in as well. Fit it where it belongs. Okay? Okay. Knight of Shells, we'll give it a shuffle. Okay. We got the Empress coming out. I'm going to put it back in. There's a Seven of Pentacles that was on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, Page of Cups in reverse. So this is a very wishy-washy energy. Who knows? Let's see. Knight of Shells. Now, this Knight of Shells very well could be coming in to leave you out in the cold. Okay? But this is going to bring a new beginning. You know, they could very well be being left out in the cold, or they could be bringing in a new idea, a new way out, but they're literally leaving you out in the cold, and it's going to bring you some sort of unrest, and it's going to bring you challenges and conflict. But they're going to aim at a 10 of shells with you, right? And it's like, no, this is very wishy-washy energy. Very wishy-washy energy. Knight of, they want to bring in the charm and passion, but just to, and the possibility for new possibilities and persistent. This particular energy is very persistent. They feel that they have the ability to bring in some sort. They're very confident, but they're just bringing in unrest. But it's like, it's unrequited, is the feeling I get. Because one minute they're good, one minute they're confident, the next minute they're not. The next minute they're absolutely out of their fucking mind delusional. And then the next minute everything is good and everything's happy, and then there's challenge and growth. So it's a very hot and cold energy coming through here. Knight of Shells. Yep. Yeah. So this is the thing, right? They're kind of coming in with this idea that it's giving you the ability to finally walk away to calmer waters, okay? That you can release some sort of betrayal, okay? But they're opening up old wounds. It's like you're reliving the same old fucking charades all over again, okay? And the only reason why they're coming in is because they see you with some sort of wheel of fortune that they want to be a part of, that they want to take on. Queen of Pentacles, they see you very grounded, they see you very prosperous, okay? They see you being able to take care of your shit, but they want you to make a blind decision, okay? And then they're going to leave you out in the cold. So I think this is like an op coming in. Somebody may be dealing with this King of Cups in the reverse, or something to do with this this King of Feathers in reverse, or something, or maybe even this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, there's something going on here where it's out of, like, again, the previous cards, whatever, something was being left in the dark. Somebody's trying to be very sly and very sneaky. Okay, we don't have the Seven of Pentacles, there's Seven of Swords out here yet. But there's definitely something here that I wouldn't necessarily obtain. So again, I'm going to go at it here and say, hold patience. Okay? Hold patience. Like, there's somebody here trying to take advantage of you. And you don't need this in your life. You've dealt with enough betrayal. Okay? There's no, yeah, hello. Page of fucking Wands in reverse. Very wishy-washy, manipulative bullshit. Right? Yeah. This is definitely not something that you want to deal with. Eight of Cups. Yeah, they don't want you walking away. Yeah. They don't want you disconnecting. Okay, what about this? Okay. Oh, yeah. This Eight of Cups in reverse. This is like not moving on to calmer waters. This is not moving on to new horizons. This is staying put for right now in regards to your future. Okay? Find balance with yourself first. Otherwise, you're going to be in the Nine of Swords. Somebody wants to put you in the Nine of Swords again. And the fact that the Three of Pentacles have come out quite a few times in the reverse, and I've shuffled these cards. Okay? The fact that it keeps coming out in the reverse when it's here in the upright, it's a lot of very sneaky energy. Like somebody's coming in to emotionally manipulate you into something, some sort of a partnership. You know, they want to show you compassion, but they're weaponizing compassion in order to get under your skin, in order to get you to to go along with it, right? They're trying to tell you what you want to hear. They're trying to tell you what would be good for you when nobody fucking knows what's good for you but you. Okay? So this is a point where you need to use your intuition and know where the hell it's all coming from. All right, let's see. What's the Five of Crystals? What's the clarification for the Five of Crystals? Okay. Is there anything else in there? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So we have the Queen of Crystals, but we got the Queen of Swords. She's kind of on her side, sort of on her side like this. So I think she's at the point of maybe wanting to come forward with some sort of information. She's in the process of receiving or getting information. We got the Wheel of Fortune, we got the Hermit reversed, we got the King of Swords, we've got the Page of Swords, we've got the Knight of Cups, we got the Queen of Swords. With the Five of Crystals. So I'm getting a feeling that somebody that you either left out in the cold or someone that left you out in the cold, fit it where it belongs. I think somebody's having an awakening. Somebody's having, I don't know, a chat with their consciousness. They're wanting to stand on truth. They just don't know how to come forward. And there's something about a Knight of Cups, so they very well could be coming forward, communicating about some sort of idea, that there's somebody wanting to come forward with some sort of love and compassion, and they have some sort of information regarding standing on truth, or standing for truth, or about quite possibly a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or some sort of relationship. There's the Queen of Swords, King of Swords. If this is regarding a relationship, I don't know. But somebody's coming out of isolation. It could very well be the King of Swords coming out of isolation. Maybe this King of Swords actually had an awakening, or they had some sort of a... maybe they were being investigated. Two of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Somebody maybe you left out in the cold, or maybe they left you out in the cold, whichever the way it is. But I do believe that there's some sort of Wheel of Fortune regarding this. There's some sort of information regarding being left out in the cold and standing on truth and using your intuition to move forward, coming out of hermit mode. And you're coming out of hermit mode into a Wheel of Fortune, into your destiny. You're finally at the top of the wheel. And it very well could be one or two people coming in to offer some sort of love or clarity regarding this. This is persistence. This is new possibilities. Somebody wants a new foundation with you. Somebody wants to build with purpose. They want to build on a foundation. The ladybugs represent good luck. So maybe they're coming in with some sort of information regarding this. Who knows? Maybe you're receiving some sort of abundance due to this, or regarding this particular matter that you've been dealing with. Flip it where it needs to be for you. I'm actually going to get a vibe check on this. Can I get a vibe check for the Five of Crystals? Pretty please. Figured so. They want to come in and say, no, I'm not the psychopath. You could have very well cut this psychopath out. Okay? Somebody's no longer feeling empty since you cut them out. You're no longer burdened. You're no longer burnt out. You're no longer empty. Escape, denial, excuses. So somebody wants to deny this whole idea that they left you out in the cold, right? But the fact that you have new opportunities, you're glowing up, you've got a new career, successful business, and the fact that there's no more chaos. And I think that's what happened. I think what's happening is you're getting a new possibilities and there's no more chaos. You're finally alchemating, you're turning your pain to power, and now they want to come back in. But I think, you know, you cut this psychopath out of your life. You're done with this energy, right? You're trying to escape the motherfuckers to start with. You've got a glow up happening, right? You're no longer sitting in the chaos for the most part. Now, very well could be that this King of Swords, maybe they dropped a psychopath. Maybe they were dealing with a psychopath. Maybe they see that you're glowing up. Maybe they want to maybe they want to come back in with some new possibilities. Maybe they've cleared out their maybe they've cleared out their black book. Like, is this soulmate union? Yeah, somebody doesn't want to face their consequences. That's why. They want to come in with new possibilities, because if they can resolve with you, then it can basically make all these charges or whatever else that's going on seem like it was just a bunch of bullshit, right? If they can come back in. You don't let them back in. It doesn't matter how much they've changed. Again, people don't change, they learn how to cope. Unless they have an awakening. Which I really doubt it. Specifically, if the King of Swords is in reverse within the deck here, within the reading, I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it at all. There's definitely some sort of deception going on. Okay? All right. Let's look into the Ace of Acorns, the Ace of Wands. Ace of Acorns. There's definitely some sort of truth coming forward, some sort of enlightenment, some sort of new beginning. There's definitely something going on. I'll leave that out. Ace of Acorns, please. Ace of Acorns. Wow. Ace of Acorns. Yeah, somebody doesn't want you to have hope in this situation. Something about a Ten of Pentacles. Okay, you've got a new beginning with the Ten of Pentacles coming in. Okay, and somebody's sad. It's either somebody's sad or somebody wants you to be sad. Okay, they do not want you moving on. They don't want you having any new connections. They do not want you having any type of hope or following any type of dreams or being the light for anyone. And this is all going to be exposed. Okay? They don't want you getting any accolades. They don't want you getting any particular anything. But you're getting a new beginning, regardless of what they like it or not. Things are going to balance out for you, collective. Yep. And somebody's in the Nine of Swords because of it. All of their bullshit did not work. Yeah, you've got joy, you've got blessings. Things are going to be revealed to you. Now, the thing with the Sun is it might sting a little. You know, it first will piss you off, but then it will set you free. Okay? Understand that. I just lost the card. Oh no. But you're going on. You're going on a new journey with a new beginning. Okay. And somebody's sad about it. Yeah. You're throwing away the ability for somebody to manipulate you. All right. They're trying to get you to throw away your ability to manifest. But you're in this Empress energy. It's coming back out, right? You're in this receiving energy. And you're fucking winning. You've been through so much. You've been through way too much. You've been through too much. Okay? It's about time you get some sort of wins here. Okay? You're 9 wands in. Why would you quit now? All right? You're having to fight. You're having to fight for what you believe in. You're having to fight your insecurities, the thoughts in your head, whatever the case may be, right? And with this new beginning, you might be off to a rocky start to start, but you're gonna make it. You got a new beginning with joy and beautiful, beautiful new beginning with the balance and whatnot, and they're all in their fucking head about it. There's somebody that might actually be going to jail, and maybe that's why they're sad, right? Because you're a fucking wounded warrior, and you're stepping into this Empress energy. You've got this new beautiful beginning, and somebody wants to be a part of it or thwart it, but you're not in your head anymore. You're not foggy, you're not confused about any of this, okay? And it's almost giving me a feeling that they want to put your new beginning and new collaboration or new partnership and the ability to move forward and to manifest and to bring any hope that you have to rest. They don't want you to have it. But you're going to go through a major awakening regarding this, because the proof is going to be in the pudding. I'm really getting they're going to tell on themselves. And so just be aware of how people show up. Okay? But you're getting this new beginning anyway. We got the Ace of Acorns, the Fool, and the Sun with the Two of Pentacles. So turn that frown upside down. All right? Things are still working out for you in your favor. You just got to get past the fucking weeds. All right? Four of Feathers, unrest, the inability to have sanctuary, stagnance, a vindictive, hungry fucking hoe that's obsessed. Somebody's with unrest right now. They're very, very anxious as to what's pertaining to you. They're very invested in creating upheaval and chaos for you. Can I get a vibe check on this Ace of Acorns first before I step into the Four of Feathers? What's this? Can I get a vibe check for the Ace of Acorns, please? Yeah, so this Ace of Acorns is going to bring you to the ability to not drown anymore, right? You're not hitting rock bottom like they wanted you to. You're actually finding happiness and joy with this. You know, you're healing with this. It's a beautiful fucking thing. Yeah. Hello, psychopath. So you're dealing with a fucking psychopath. Right? Somebody that's abusive, conniving, unpredictable, continuous bad cycles, bad decisions, addiction, very, very clingy. That's this Queen of Crystals in the reverse. Yeah. They want you puzzled, they want you confused, but you're not confused, you were abused. There's a difference. You're dealing with somebody that's trying to end you, is what it is. Now, this particular person, they might want to come in to offer you a new beginning. Don't take it. You're walking into a fucking chaos. Don't do it. Okay? Just don't. It doesn't matter how good the offer is. I don't care how fucking desperate you are, don't take it. Okay? Because I feel like they're going to come in and breadcrumb you. Alright? This is a past energy that you cut out a long time ago. They're still obsessed, even after all these years. That's the feeling I get. But they're at unrest because they basically manipulated you all these years. They're obsessed with you. They've tried to deplete you. They've tried to ruin you. They've sent you demons. They've sent you everything in their fucking handbook, their psychopathic handbook, to deter you and to ruin you. And now they're at unrest because now they can't rest because you're winning. Like, fuck off. And it's about your 10 of Pentacles. So it's about what you're gaining and what you're building for yourself. They're jealous and envious about the fact that you're building something. 4 feathers. Four of feathers. 4 of feathers. By the way, super chat, super thanks, and super stickers are all graciously accepted. If this message is resonating with you, I'm working hard here for you. We've got the Empress on the bottom of the deck. So we've got the 4 of Cups on its side with the 6 of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So again, I'm coming in to say that whatever offer they've got coming in, they very well could be coming in to beg you, or they want you begging, right? But you know you deserve better. Okay? You know you deserve better. I'm really kind of getting that this particular energy isn't satisfied at the fact that you're getting recognition. They don't like the fact that you're getting recognition. And they don't know whether or not to be obsessed or just cast illusions or send in ops. I don't know. But they're all up in their head about this. At some point they want to collaborate with you. They feel that they need to collaborate, but it's only going to bring injustice. They're not going to bring you justice. This is not going to bring you anything. It's going to bring you unrest if you allow this energy back in. You need to continue focusing on your dreams, your hopes, your inspirations. You need to be focusing on shining, being the starseed that you are. Okay? You need to move in a new direction. Do not go in a back-end old direction. You need to move forward with a new direction. Take a leap of faith. Listen to your intuition. The Fool is about taking a new leap of faith, right? But it's also about using discernment. Knowing that the divine will catch you, right? You're good at something. You've got 8 pentacles sitting here. You're very talented. You got the Midas touch. You got something going on for you that is actually making a way for you. And somebody doesn't like that, right? And they don't want you to have any particular sanctuary. They don't want you to have any type of rest. They want you to work yourself to the bone. But here you are, you're talented. Okay? So, I don't know. I'm really not sure as to what this is. You're going to use your intuition to move forward. But you are moving towards wish fulfillment. You very well could have some challenges ahead of you. But you're moving into some sort of wish fulfillment. There's definitely some 10 of shells here. There's blessings, abundance, new relationships, new beginnings, well-being. You're gonna feel this for yourself. And I'm really kind of getting this 10 of shells. This is for you, right? You're at the head of the table here with this 10 of shells. Okay, this isn't somebody else's head of the table. You're not sitting at somebody else's table, is what I'm saying. They're sitting at your table, is the feeling I'm getting with this Ten of Cups. Okay, let's see. The Ten of Cups. What's going on with the Ten of Cups? All right, Ten of Wands. What else? Ten of Cups. Okay. Ew. Yuck. So there's definitely clarity coming. The Ten of Cups, you're getting a new relationship. So there's definitely a new relationship coming in. Whether these motherfuckers like it or not. Too bad for them. There's definitely some sort of a crumbling of a foundation. There's definitely conflict. He said, she said, rumors, bullshit, gossip. But things are going to balance out about this failed legacy. Then there's going to be an awakening, and then you're going to have some sort of a Four of Wands here. So you're ending out of a particular relationship that kind of brought nothing but conflict, and then things are going to balance out. And when this thing balances out, you're not only going to get back what you thought you lost, but there's going to be a lot of truth that's coming in, and there's going to be a Four of Wands here for you. Okay? With this Ten of Shells. So there's definitely well-being, blessings. It's kind of like gaining your respect back again from a community, from a particular bunch of people, right? I really get a feeling that you're sticking up for yourself. The Seven of Wands isn't here, but I do see you sticking up for yourself, channeling-wise. There's definitely stability coming in with the Four of Wands. There's Ace of Swords, so this is a new beginning, new awareness, new truth. You're figuring shit out. This is quite possibly, could be intuitive. It could be regarding words. Somebody's coming forward with some major information that's going to be a huge change for you, a new direction, a new beginning. And this is after a crumbling of some sort of legacy of someone else. I don't think the Ten of Pentacles in reverse is your legacy falling. I think this is somebody else's. Okay, but there's definitely going to be balance after some sort of conflict regarding a Two of Cups, a relationship. With the Ten of Cups, though, I kind of feel like you're not inviting certain people at the table, and I think some people are going to be in conflict about the Two of Cups that's actually coming in to join you at this table. Somebody's not going to like who you have at your table. Not that it fucking matters what they have to say anyway. It very well could bring some sort of conflict, though, with the Five of Acorns in the last remaining card here in the reading. I don't know. I might check out one more layer, depending on how time goes here. But we're at 2:16 right now. But there's an ending of a past. There's an ending. There's a releasing of burdens. There's a releasing of pain, suffering, bad intention, whatever intention. You're releasing some sort of responsibility from the past. You're moving into a new relationship. And people don't got good things to say about this relationship. Too fucking bad for them. You love who you love, and it is what it is. There's balance here. There's definitely balance. There's no more juggling. And I think that's going to fall, that's going to bring somebody else's foundation to a crumble. It's crumbling somebody else's foundation. I think this is a soulmate. You're going to meet a soulmate, and you're going to realize that, you know what, all of the fucking bullshit that you were dealing with fell apart for a reason. Okay, you're going to realize this, and it's going to bring you to harmony. Okay? Regardless of what they think. We got the Four of Pentacles. Focus on yourself for right now. Continue alchemizing this pain into power. Don't gaslight yourself. And stop talking shit about yourself. Okay? Stand in this very stable energy. Things are going to start moving very fast. You're not up in your head anymore. You see things for what they are. You're not sad anymore. You're finding self-worth. You're changing the way you show up in love and the way you show compassion. That's bringing some major unrest to some people because they wanted to manipulate you and they wanted to breadcrumb you and betray you, right? So that's not happening. You're done with the lies and the deception. People are trying to gaslight you. The King of Swords in reverse, right? And yeah, so because there's people out here lying and deceiving and very deceptive. Their whole foundation's falling because you're winning. Your rise will be their demise. End of story. Because they didn't want you to have a rise. They wanted you to be in a ditch dead somewhere, right? So they've been trying at every point or every cost to try to bring you down. It's not going to work. And quite frankly, I have a feeling the Five of Acorns is the conflict that they're going to have for trying to come to for your new beginning. Can I get a vibe check on that? The Ten of Shells. The Ten of Shells. Ten of Shells, please. Clarification on the Ten of Shells. Yeah, they're taking their jolly good old fucking time, is what's happening. There is no reunion with this person, and you've cut off communication. Where did you go, my darling? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you cut the psychopath off. You're done. There's no reunion. You're not missing this person. You don't want to talk to this person. This person is stuck, but they want you stuck. They want you dead at a dead end and frozen in time, procrastinating. They left you with no fucking closure. And it's because they're an abusive, condescending, conniving, unpredictable piece of shit. And you're golden, collective. You're golden. Alright? You're fucking golden. You've got nothing to worry about here. Really. Okay? And this psychopath is psycho over you. Right? Isolation. They don't want you nurturing. They don't want they don't want you nurturing people. It irks them for you to be nurturing people and mentoring them. And I'm getting a delusional. They think you're delusional. They want you antisocial. They want you feeling left out. But apparently you're going on a vacay very, very soon. Or they may be coming in to offer you to go on a vacation. Don't go. I don't care how good it sounds. Don't go. Do not go. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200 because where you're going, you won't need that $200. Just checking to see if there was any other cards. Pray tell, what the hell is going on with this Five of Acorns? No, I'm putting that back in. Let's shuffle these bitches up first. Let's go. Shuffle them up. Somebody's totally fixated on you. They can't get enough of you. But they're just trying to find a way to come in and deceive you. It's not going to work. They've tried so many times, every single way has failed up to this point. because you're sitting in a high priest, high priestess energy. So you're very intuitive. Your intuition's on point. People can't deceive you. You see right through them. It's almost fucking spooky. You got some people shocked at the fact that you know shit when they never told anybody, but apparently you know shit. What's this 5 of acorns? Alright, so 5 of acorns with 5 of wands. They're shook. They don't know whether or not to come in and cause any conflict or not. 2 of swords. They want you in indecision, but things are going to come out of the dark. What is done in the dark is coming to light. So be patient. Work towards what you're working towards. Work towards your new beginning. Continue moving forward. One little step at a time. You know, and just continue working on your healing. Work forward. Stay focused on what's important. Okay? Let's see. Yeah. Somebody's coming in to deceive you and gaslight you on your awakening. Meanwhile, you're coming out of a hermit mode. You're coming out of a time of reflection. You have peace and compassion in your heart. Continue holding that. Hold that energy. You see things for what it is, so have the courage to move forward. I'm also getting with the 7 of acorns, drop your boundaries a little bit, allow people to come in, allow yourself to socialize, okay? Because I feel that coming out of that hermit mode, you're kind of in an energy of, your guard is up too high. Like, it's okay to socialize, it's okay to meet people, it's okay to go and hang out, but I do believe that there's some sort of illusions there that they're trying to sabotage. Okay, some people are jealous of your rise and your alchemizing of your pain into power, so some people are wanting to come at you somehow, some way. There's third-party situations, very sneaky business, but you're going to alchemize this. Things are going to come to light. There's going to be definitely some joy coming in too, but maybe stick to yourself for now. 5 of shells reversed. Yeah. You're changing your whole foundation on how you show up with love and compassion. Continue moving forward with that. There is some people coming in to breadcrumb you. And somebody's trying to thwart your transformation. Take you out of your ability to be liberated. But you have divine wisdom within you, collective. You have intuition. You have spiritual power available. And you're moving towards a independence, okay? Focus on your independence. The wheel is in your favor. You're rising. Keep rising. You're walking away very soon. You're getting justice. You're moving towards your future. You're going to have to make some decisions coming up, and you just need to nurture your truth. Nurture who you are and take a leap of faith. Balance will come. You've got angels in your wheelhouse, right? You got angels walking with you. So balance and harmony is coming. There is some things that there's a new beginning that you don't see coming yet. Okay, regarding a Queen of Acorns. don't be focusing on love right now. Focus on getting a stable, work on your manifestations, your prosperity. You're coming out of a time of change. So yeah, focus on your stability. There's some people that are going to make you to try to react. Don't fall for it. Right? They're trying to take hope from you. They're trying to diminish that hope from your eyes. Don't allow that to happen. Right now, friends, sure, but stick to yourself. People want to be all up in your energy. They want to be all up in your grill. No. Stay to yourself. Okay? The divine's got a new beginning for you. They're going to come in with the kitchen sink, wanting to be with you, but no. Okay? So, I hope this message helped you out tonight. I hope it brought some sort of clarity. If you want to donate to my channel, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you want to get a personal reading, it's available. Check out the description or the link section for the links. Follow the Hipsy link. Okay? So, I hope you have a beautiful night. This is your reading. And yeah, if you can't be good at it, be good to yourself so that way you can be good to others. And I'll catch you in the next video. Love ya. Be good.